Hello.
Hello there.
Rach and Kieran are in the wrong place, but that is due to technical difficulties. It is now fixed. Hello.
Well, I'm sorry, guys. It's my fault. My computer crashed again.
I wanted to play Elise tonight, so I was cool with it.
That's fine. We can switch characters. It's fine. I can do Humanity 3. I'm apparently already there. So
Yeah, you're already on the track.
You've been acting like it anyway.
Yeah, I don't think it makes a difference.
Welcome in, everyone, for another session of Fracturing of Chicago, session 21, all along the Watchtower. Before we get into the recaps, let's go through the normal introduction of each of our lovely cast here tonight, starting with Z. Go ahead, Z. Tell us who you are and who you're playing.
I'm Ryder. I play Lou Pierce.
I'm Caradan Zero. I'm actually playing Jack Cannon Davis again.
I'm Rachel or Sweetbee, and I'm playing Elise the Toreador.
What up, LARPers? I'm Joe Pro LARPer Taro, and I'm playing Ace.
Hello, friends. I am Aaron. I'm playing Julie Lafille, the French Banu Hakim.
And as we continue on with this story, how does it feel? We're currently in the middle of the third act at the moment, so it's we're reaching to a conclusion. I hope. So we'll see how we get. But before we get into all that and get into the game, let's run with the recap. Go ahead, Aaron. Play the recap.
Some say the Chicago River is the lifeblood of the city. Some say information is the lifeblood of any city. But blood is the lifeblood of this city. 3 months ago, the death of a sheriff in an explosion at Chicago University served as a portent for the chaos that would envelop the city. The prince's response was to force 5 kindred to work together to discover who assassinated the sheriff, or be held accountable themselves. Alec Ace Martinez, the fledgling caitiff, turned that very night. Anthony O'Sullivan, T, the Malkavian, his surrogate sire. James Bax, anarch to the core. Elena Leclerc with her dark secrets. And the wayward rose, Elise Verrill. Their brief search for this shadowy figure brought with it a number of conflicts, with the coterie choosing the side of a Holocaust survivor, Shajana, over her persecutor, Martin, with Leclerc pursuing the object of her obsession, the pop star Fanny Fanon, with Ace searching for his true sire, and finding a serpent who would stand in that place, Marcel, and with the coterie declining to accept an offer of help from the anarch baron, Anita Wainwright. While being motivated to accelerate their investigation, T was driven into a frenzy and attacked Kevin Jackson, the Prince of Chicago, dooming himself to a final death. On the way to his last sunrise, Jackson's vehicle was attacked, and T, after briefly assisting him, escaped. Shortly thereafter, Bax and Leclerc disappeared after a police chase near Chinatown while seeking information about an online threat to the coterie and the Masquerade, and Verrill left Chicago for a time. When Justicar Lila Danvers arrived in Chicago, every kindred knew that something huge had happened. Indeed, it had. With her announcement that Prince Kevin Jackson was declared missing, the city was plunged into chaos. The remaining 2 members of the coterie had presented her with their findings on the explosion at the university. Famed anarch Nicholas Sweetie Pepper White had returned and was waging war against both the anarchs and the Camarilla. While T feared his death sentence would be upheld, the Hound Alexa kept her knowledge of this to herself. By that point, the revelation of Sweetie Pepper's return seemed almost moot, an opening salvo for the chaos to come. We are now a few months past this historic meeting. The once jewel of the Camarilla sits on a precipice, and blood seeps through the cracks in the city's facade. Ace finds himself torn between various factions, seemingly seeking to sway him towards one philosophy of undeath or another. T has aligned himself with another Malkavian, Bronwyn, and her mysterious employers, as he himself seeks to cope with the bane of his bloodline. Viril returned to the city, seeking to create a sanctuary for all, and quickly learned that creating a safe haven would be more difficult than she had hoped. Her asylum's opening night was the target for Sweetie Pepper's next attack. This attack, however, served to reunite her with T and Ace. It also coincided with the arrival of 2 new potential allies, Lou Pierce, a former member of the Sabbat that Viril had helped in Washington, now searching for somewhere to make a new life, and Jack Davis, a survivor, a lone wolf looking for a pack. In the face of adversity and uncertainty, the kindred of the city have found strength in numbers and alliances. Now the city has been carved up into multiple territories for these warring factions, most wanting to wrest control of this chaotic city. Chicago is a dangerous place now for those who don't have friends, and a fragile, budding alliance can fall apart as quickly as one could cut a throat or drive a blade into someone's back. Welcome to the fracturing of Chicago.
Welcome, everyone. I hope you all
Barkers.
enjoyed that recap from Emma. Great job, as always. Now, let's continue on from where we left that recap. What has been marring the minds of this coterie, the main goal and purpose since those nights in the recap, has been one group, the Seven Flames. The Seven Flames have been a thorn in the side of not only this coterie, but also of Chicago as a whole. It's been on this hunt for the Seven Flames, who are all of the Sabbat, that the group has come across one of the Flames who is a toreador by the name of Mateo Garcia. And in this hunt, they have come across one of the other Flames, from the seams of it, the Herald of the Crawling Tongue, Clarence Bartleby, and his cult of the Crawling Tongue. Julie, the newest member of this coterie, intercepted into one of these cult meetings, hiding in plain sight, pretending to be a cultist, while the other members of the coterie all positioned themselves around. And as Clarence Bartleby sacrificed one of his cultists, removing the tongue and placing a mummified tongue in its stead, it began to speak. It began to speak in an ancient language that nobody could understand, except for one of the coterie members who was hearing everything through his radio. Alec Ace Martinez, who is a recently embraced kindred, only about 4 or so months old, understood this ancient language. He felt a calling to him through his blood as the words of his ancestors, of those of the higher generation than him, spoke to him through his blood. And he became a blubbering mess, unable to take the knowledge that was being put into his mind. Elise went over to rescue Ace from his vantage point. Meanwhile, Julie was about to try to make an escape from this cult as they were in the midst of celebrating the exaltations of the tongue, where he decided to throw a little tracking bloodstone onto Clarence Bartleby. But in doing so, he was able to sneakily put the tracker in Bartleby's pocket, but he did catch attention to himself, and that is where we ended things as the whole cult began to turn towards Julie. Now, the camera fades in as we see the wide-eyed, scared face of Ace. Revelation scars his mind. His eyes close tight as if trying to push the prophecy of the ancients that are flooding into his mind away. A knocking is heard. Ace, you open your eyes. You're in a bed. You're inside a messy, single apartment room that all looks the same, familiar, but yet also something completely foreign as well. Your head pounding, reverberating with the loud knocks that are heard. The camera pans around this darkened room, errant rays of sun spilling from the closed curtains. Posters are strewn across the walls of movies and shows, such as Mulholland Drive, In the Mouth of Madness, Shutter Island, The Game, just to name a few. This knocking continues to persist, forcing Ace out of his bed to answer. On the other side is Ace's best friend, Daryl Hammer, dressed in a suit. He looks at Ace with a surprised and annoyed face. He says to you, Ace, "Hey man, what's going on? What, you're not ready? You're not dressed? You're not changed?"
Change for what?
Well, how much did you drink last night, man? I left you at like 2 a.m. and you didn't go that much farther, did you? And he just kind of pushes his way past you into the apartment. And as he does, as you're trying to sort of piece everything together, you hear him mumbling and asking where your suit is. What suit? What's happening? Where are you? Your jumbled thoughts pass together as you struggle to piece everything all in your head. What do you do? What do you say to Daryl as he's moving around your room? Well, this room.
I ask him, what day it is.
What day it is? It's Saturday, man. It's your big day.
What do you mean big day?
What the fuck do you... Stop playing games. Come on, help me find your suit. Come on. And he starts like going through your closet, throwing things around. Eventually, as you're just standing there, he sighs very heavily. He's like, "How the hell do you see anything here anyway?" And he goes to the curtains and pulls them open. Now, when the curtains open, there is a bright light, a bright sunlight that hits you immediately. You wince instinctively, but it does not burn you, nor do you feel the effects of the sun's ray as it hits you. So the whole room is illuminated.
What? Daryl, what are you doing here?
Sorry, just give me 2 seconds. Just getting some issues at the moment. Okay, it's fine. Sorry, Zoom was freaking out for me. Okay. Sorry, what did you say?
Daryl, what are you doing here?
I'm here to pick you up, man. It's my duty to make sure that you make it there on time.
Make it where?
Wait, how? What? And he kind of pauses and he looks at you and he says, "You're messing with me right now, right?"
Sorry, I'm kind of lost right now. What did we do last night and what are we doing today?
Well, last night, it was your last day as a single man. So we had a bachelor party last night. And today is your wedding day, my friend. Now, you might want to get caught up real quick because I don't think your future wife is going to be happy with you not remembering who she is.
Wife? Wait. What do you mean?
There it is, and he throws you a suit that is in a that's like in a zip bag, and he says, "Shower now. Get that booze smell off you right now. All right, you got 15 minutes. Go.
I don't need a shower. I guess, assuming he pushed me into the bathroom.
Door closes behind you. You're left alone in the bathroom now to pass through your thoughts. All this that you're experiencing right now, you don't remember it, or do you? Is this a memory you're reliving? Is this one of those memoriams that you've gone into in the past? Your mind is very foggy and hazy. You don't even remember how you got here. The last thing you remember was going to do some recon, and then that was that.
I check for my phone.
You do? Check your phone. Phone is in your pocket. What are you looking for on your phone?
The date and the time.
Okay. Time is 6 a.m. Date is I'm going to say August 23rd, 2014. Now, one thing you notice when you look at your phone, Ace, is on the lock screen, there is a picture of you next to a woman in a half embrace as you've taken this candid selfie together. But this is the weird thing. When you try to look at the woman and you try to remember her, try to visualize her, it's like you're always seeing her at the corner of your eye. Her features never materializing in your mind.
I try to message the coterie.
How? There are no contacts here for them.
I look at the mirror.
It's you. Haggard. Eyes red. Hair in a mess.
Guess I take a shower.
You turn on the water. As it hits against the porcelain tiles, the sound reverberates further as you try to piece everything together in your mind. And that's where the camera pulls out of the scene for now. And we pull back. The camera cuts to Little Italy. Elise carries Ace off the rooftop across a million hears as the boy babbles incoherently. Jack is still positioned with a rifle aimed towards the basement entrance, and Lou hides within the shadows of an alleyway. We'll cut to Julie in a minute, but what are Lou, you don't have any way to communicate with the others, unless you wanted to join either Elise or Jack.
Do I see him carrying him?
Yeah, you would have seen Elise grab Jack.
I'll rejoin then if I saw that.
Okay,
Yeah.
So you're going to be joining in a second, but in the meantime, Elise and Jack, you two are still connected via the radio. At this point in the timeline, Julie, you haven't quite thrown the pebble yet, so shit hasn't gone down yet, but what do the two of you say to each other?
What's up with Ace?
I don't know. He's saying a bunch of weird stuff. I'm not really sure what he's talking about right now, but he's definitely not going to be safe here since he's not in control of himself. I gotta get him out of here.
Can you exfil or you need a hand?
I can take care of it. It's better if you stay here and keep Julie and Lou company, just in case. I'm not much of a fighter anyway.
Just a question. Did Julie have an earpiece?
Yes, he does. Yeah, but he's ignoring everyone at the moment. But
yeah. He's ignoring.
Well, he'll still hear it, but he won't respond most likely.
Julie, you there? Julie, we gotta get out of here. Fuck, he's not responding.
Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta get Ace out of here. I don't know what's gonna come out of that warehouse.
Where Lou goes and catches up with Elise, who is carrying Ace. Ace is spasming in her arms right now, babbling incoherently, some kind of language that you've never heard before.
Elise, what the hell happened?
No clue. We were standing here. Suddenly, Ace started babbling and doing this. Since we don't know what's going to come out of that basement, I am going to get him out of here. I think you and Jack should stay here with Julie because you guys are going to be able to help out in a fight. I'm not going to be able to help out in a fight.
All right. I guess you got his car keys or whatever.
Yeah. I'll get him somewhere safe, and then we can just meet back up at the club.
All right.
And then we cut over to Julie, who is just throwing the bloodstone in Clarence Bartleby's pocket, who he didn't notice that you'd thrown it in his pocket, but you did draw attention to yourself after the throw, where everyone in attendance is looking at you. What do you do?
Fuck. Judy's gonna see that people have reacted to him. Say he knocks something over, whatever. He'll know that that's happened. But in that moment, he'll sort of step towards Bartleby a little bit, sort of looking over. You know, imagine he's got his back to him, messing with the mummified tongue. He's gonna be trying to look at the tongue, and he's gonna say, I'm sorry. That's I could not help myself. It's so beautiful.
Give me a manipulation plus subterfuge, please. Or performance, your choice.
Now, can I go to 5 hunger without something bad happening immediately?
What hunger are you at the moment?
I am at 4.
Well, first things first. Hunger frenzy check difficulty 2.
I already did one last session.
Oh, did you? Did you do? Oh, okay.
Yeah, when he cut the tongue out, I had to do one.
Okay, if you've done one for that, that's fine. If you go up another hunger, what I'll say is you'll need to re-roll. You'll need to roll me another hunger frenzy check.
Fuck. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. Manipulation subterfuge.
I won.
I'm
Very
so
well.
dead.
The cultists look at you with unease. Clarence Bartleby stands behind them. And like the sea, they almost part before him. As he makes his way towards you, his rotund frame making the ground shake with each step, each reverberation that he makes his way towards you as you're standing there. And he says, I don't believe I've seen you before, my boy.
I know the guy warned me, but I'm just gonna have to. Fuck. This is my second meeting.
What's the first rule of our club?
No talking.
No. It is that you get to meet and speak with me. And I do not recognize you, acolyte.
I apologize. I was not made aware.
Indeed. There's a tense silence as he stands there before you. Do you fill that silence at all, or do you remain silent, waiting for him to speak?
I simply could not help myself. The ritual, it is mesmerizing, it is beautiful.
Indeed it is. The tongue has great and vast powers, but you are an outsider. You need to be vetted properly before seeing the revelations. He reaches into his coat and grabs out a dagger, ceremonial dagger of some kind. And he'll say, "No matter. I shall vet you soon enough." As he makes his way towards you, once again, each step shakes and reverberates the floor as he makes his way towards you with the knife. What are you doing?
Fuck. Out of character, I'm aware of what that means. Fuck. I need to think. What do I have?
What do you have indeed? You will have noticed as well, the cultists are slowly moving behind him, starting to block each exit in this area. What are you doing? Need a decision.
Can I roll to see what he's doing?
Give me. This will be your. I'm going to say this will mean if you do this, this will mean that the exits will be completely blocked. If you do this roll, because you'll need to take time to think about what Clarence has got, what his intentions for you are.
Where am I?
You're in a basement.
No, I am.
You're in.
Where am I? Am I in the center of the room? Am I against a wall?
You're near the center, near the altar of this basement. So near the center, you might be able to make it to an exit with some abilities before people can get the chance to block, but. The decision is all yours of what you want to do.
There is stairs, correct? You mentioned stairs earlier.
That is one of the exits that they are starting to block off.
There's also the exit that Lou tried to open but was closed from the inside.
That's upstairs.
Right?
That was on the first floor, yeah. That's on the. Question: Can I? Because I'm not entirely aware of how mechanically blink works. Can I blink through people?
No. You're not teleporting.
So if
you're running.
if they've covered an exit, there's no way I can get through that without just running at them?
You'll have to push them out of the way, but that would stop your blink just before exiting.
Are they covering the stairs?
Not yet. They're on their way. Decisions need to be made.
I'm a blink to the stairs.
Okay, rouse check, please.
I mean, I'm going to 5. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to 5.
Okay. Give me an athletics plus stamina, please.
Stamina? Why stamina, Chris?
Because it's a running. I want to see how far you get.
I need to rouse for that. I can't. I can't risk it. Can't risk it. It's so little dice for me.
3. Ties go to the player. All right, so you blink your way to the stairs and you make it about halfway up the staircase before you, as you're making your way through the door, it's the cultists don't seem to notice you running in your superhuman speed, but one of them is able to move very slightly to knock you, seemingly noticing you somehow as you're making your way up there. So you kind of trip as you make your way halfway up the stairs, but you're not prone or anything. You're just kind of in a half trip state. Now, at this point, Clarence will say, a fellow K-Knight. Very well. And he starts to focus on you while putting his hands out. Now, what do you say? What do you do? Do you alert the others over the intercom what's going on? Oh, actually, we'll cut back outside. So, Lou, you were going back to the Million Hairs barbers? After your conversation with Elise? Yeah.
Yeah, I would just continue to hide and lay low.
Yeah, so you're going to hide. I'm going to say you're going to hide around the sort of having a vantage point on the basement entrance and the outside entrance. So Jack is up on this building up here. You're sort of positioned up over here, so you can see the front and the side. So Julie, do you say anything over the radio? Do you alert anyone? What do you do?
So I've just been tripped, right?
Yeah, but you're not prone or anything. You're just sort of halfway up the stairs.
Julie will just go, trouble. We have trouble.
Sit rep, Julie. What's happening?
I'm not going to say anything other than that. Don't have time.
Julie, I need more info.
How does Jack and Lou respond?
I can't
and Lou,
respond.
you don't know. Yeah. How does Jack respond?
I can still hear him, right?
Right.
I can still hear, right? Because
yeah, but you're in the middle of putting Ace in the car right now.
yeah. I'm okay.
Julie,
Jack,
get out of
you
there.
need to get in there. Jack, I think you need to get in there. I think you need to cause a distraction, kill somebody outside the front door, like something. Do something.
Is there anyone that I can see?
No, not from outside.
And we saw. I would have seen the entrance that Julie went in, and then there was another entrance.
Yeah, there's like the front entrance to the actual building itself. The entrance that Julie went in was straight to the basement.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put a round through the front window.
Okay, bang! You hear a round go through the front window. Lou, you're alerted that Jack is shot through the front window, so you're probably alerted at this point that something's up.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Right.
Lou, what are you gonna do?
gonna go back to the front entrance and try to open it.
Okay.
That he went down into. I mean,
Oh, the basement entrance.
yeah, because that's where I assume we come out. I don't have any other information than that.
We'll cover that in a second. Julie, you are halfway up the stairs. Are you just going to keep on running, or are you going to try to fend some of these people off?
I'm gonna keep full sprinting.
Okay. Give me
towards the front entrance.
Give me a stamina plus composure, please.
You're heading towards where you just heard the window shatter?
Well, the whole point of running upstairs was I was going to run upstairs, because running to a shut metal door is basically death. So I ran upstairs, and I'm going to presume that the front entrance to the building that this is the basement of is something that I can theoretically get through.
So give me an intelligence plus.
That's not what you asked me to roll.
Stamina plus stamina plus composure. Okay, so you got a 3.
I think I'm confused on the layout here. So essentially, Jack and Lou and I were at the alleyway entrance, right? It's like a back entrance.
I was like
across
building
the
across the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're across the street.
Yeah.
Okay, we were across the street.
Building.
Yeah, but we were across the street from a back entrance, right? Because Lou went the opposite of us to the front of the building.
So
right?
the way I've got it mapped in my head, I'm just gonna quickly draw it here. The way I've got it mapped in my head is so. Oh god.
Because I'm now trying.
If there's a back entrance, I'll go for that. But I assumed that these were at the front entrance.
Yeah, so I thought that Julie went through a back door that was in an alleyway. I thought that was where my brain was at.
That's true. Yeah.
I've kind of drawn. So the street is here. So that's the street.
And that street is where I am at with Ace, putting him in his car down the street.
You're a few blocks down. Yeah.
Yeah. Down. Okay.
There's the entrance that Julie went is the area where there's a bunch of lines. So it's like a stairs that go down to a basement entrance. The front entrance is on the other the other wall.
On the left
and
side.
that's where Lou.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that I'm on top of a building over here somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'd be running to the nearest exit on the first floor of the building. I wouldn't run across the building to an opposite entrance. I'd run to the nearest.
That would be the entrance that you took to get in there, right?
No, but it's a metal door.
Okay.
It's like a shutter door. So
Yeah,
I would
so
presume that on the first floor of the building there would be a normal door that I could somehow get through.
The closest exit to you would have been the stairs that go up within the building that lead to the actual front door of the first floor.
That's what I mean.
The closest. Yeah. All right. So I'm just gonna roll real quick. Okay.
That's not a good sign.
Increase your hunger by 1 as you feel your vitae tighten within your body.
God, frenzy.
Now,
Oh my god.
you are going to be attacked by a number of these cultists. 2 of them have caught up to you by the stage as you're at the top of the stairs, making your way through the door. They're going to try to just smack into you. So in order to defend against them, you need to split your pool for both of them. So basically splitting your pool. Do you understand how splitting your pool works? Yeah, cool.
I think so.
So I don't need to explain that to you then. So they're going to roll against you. And you choose how much you want to split your pool between both of them.
You split the pool after you do the roll, correct?
No. So you roll. So you're going to be rolling a dexterity plus athletics. You're going to be doing that twice. You're going to be doing that twice, and you need to split the pool of those 4 dice between these 2 attackers.
Yeah. Okay, I get you. Just double checking. How do I do that on the sheet? Just
so that would just be through modifier. That would just be modifiers.
Oh, modifiers
so
minus. Okay, modifiers -2 then. Okay. I'm just gonna do half and half. It's not gonna be a good roll anyways, like, so.
So both ones?
Yep.
Okay. So what happens is you manage to duck one of them as they go to try to swipe at you. But as you duck out of the way, the other one, another one comes in and tackles you through the door that you were trying to get through, and has left you prone at the moment. You take 1 superficial damage from that. As wood splinters everywhere as there's a huge crash within the main floor of this abandoned barbershop. Lou, you are down at the bottom right now. You are down at the metal door at the bottom. Are you just going to open it and try to go through?
Is it openable? Like, do I need to activate my strength and open it, or can I just open it?
You can try pushing it to open it.
I guess I'll just try to open it first, simply.
Okay. You push the door open, it creaks open. Jack, you can see that Lou is making his way in the entrance. What are you doing, Jack?
The door that Julie just went through, is that into the shop that I've just shot into?
Yes.
So can I see him?
You will literally, as you see Lou make his way and pushing the door, you'll see Julie crash into that into that first floor with a cultist, a person in robes standing over him.
All right. Fuck, I don't want to give my position away, but I'm going to have to. I'm going to yell. I'm just going to yell front door. And then I'm going to take a shot at the cultist that's standing over Julie.
Okay.
Best friends forever.
Lou, you open the door. You see cultists who are standing, their backs turned to you, but as you open the door, they turn to look. There's about 3 of them that were standing around this entrance. And you then hear Jack say, what did you say? Sorry, Jack? You
just
yelled at
front door.
Front, yeah, you hear Jack in the distance yell front door, followed by a crack of a gun. Now give me a composure plus a composure or dexterity plus firearms. And Lou, what is your reaction to the people who are in front of you, the 3 cultists that are in front of you?
Give him the blicky. Give him the blicky, Kieran.
Oh, I'm just gonna shut the fucking door and run over to the front entrance. What else to do?
Oops, sorry. Wrong door.
You shut the door.
My bad.
You run to the front entrance. That's fine. That will be your turn. Meanwhile, five successes. Cool. So Julie, as you are as you're still prone and you're backing away, so your intention was to shoot this guy, right, Kieran?
Yeah.
Yep. As this guy starts coming towards you, suddenly his head explodes in a loud bang from a gunshot across the street.
Is there a lot of blood?
Just gonna get the frenzy button ready.
Yeah. Blood starts to splash all over you. The smell and aroma of blood heavy and thick here right now. I need you to give me a frenzy check difficulty 2 right now.
Honestly, just drink it. Oh my god.
You're able to stave the beast, to quench and quell the beast as you get your wits about you to run and leave. Now, Lou, you've made it to the front entrance. You see Julie making his way to the front entrance door. Behind him are 3 cultists that have made their way up. You can see that a number of cultists are making their way up the stairs. Now, this is a new round.
I would like to drive the car over there and honk the horn and yell everybody to get in the car so we can get the hell out.
Cool. So that's what you're doing. That's what you're going to be doing this turn. Yes. Now, Jack, I need a decision. Oh, sorry, Julie, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask, the window that Jack shot through, how big is it?
It's a big storefront window.
I'm just gonna jump through the window instead of going to the door.
Okay.
Just letting you know.
Give me an athletics plus dexterity, please. Now, Jack, you have a choice here. You can either shoot the ones that are pursuing Julie inside, or you can shoot the ones that are making their way up the stairs to reach Lou eventually.
I mean, my assumption is that first one that was out was the only one that was out when I took my previous shot, yeah? Or at least the only one that I know about, and if you've got sneaky shit happening.
It was the only one that was out at that point, but at this point, 3 others have emerged from that broken door from the basement.
And I've just heard Elise give a location and say that we're getting out of here?
Yeah.
I'm not taking another shot, I'm leaving.
Okay, you pack up and you leave. Lou, what are you doing?
So where am I exactly compared to
You're
Julie?
at the front door. You're seeing Julie as he's running towards the front of the store. He's about ready to leap through the window of the building into the pavement, the sidewalk. You can see 3 cultists are behind him.
I'd want to go up to him and like possibly help him if they grab him.
Okay,
He doesn't make the window jump.
Okay, so you're going to prepare to. Okay, I'm going to say what you might do. Maybe spend the turn summoning your shadow arm, and then using your shadow arm next turn to assist him if need be.
All right, I'll do that.
Okay, so Julie, you got a 2. Okay. Julie smashes through the window next to you, Lou, as you summon the shadow tendril. Julie, you have made your way through the window. You're up. Lou is nearby you. Shadow tendril having appeared near his feet and is starting to slither towards the inside of the building. Now, Lou, I want to know what you're going to do with that shadow tendril as those 3 other cultists make their way to the window. And Julie, you would have seen from your point as you stand up and shake the glass off you that there are other cultists that have made it out of the basement from the basement exit that are on the sidewalk now that are making their way towards you.
Is Lou aware of those?
Lou, I would say you'll be aware of those. So I'll give you a choice, Lou, if you want to attack the ones that are in the building or the ones that are that followed you out of the basement.
I want to hit the closest one to Julie, so he makes it out. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that will be the one side. Okay. So just give me I just need to remember the roll for this. That is Arms of Ahriman. Give me a Wits Oblivion, please.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
What are you doing, Julie?
Yeah.
As there's this other group that is coming out, you could try to help out Lou with the ones that were following you out.
I would pull out my weapon, my knife, and I would say, as I dust off, sort of gripping my arm, and looking at Lou, summon these the Sombra shadows. Say, there's too many. We need to get the fuck out of here.
So, with that Messy, Lou, what you're going to do is your arm is just going to be grabbing people and it's just going to be throwing them from inside the building outside, and you actually throw a few, and they slam into the ones that were escaping out of the basement to chase you, knocking them down on the ground. You've completely cleared out all the ones that were on the first floor as Elise screeches the car nearby, and Jack, you make your way down to the street as well, and I'm assuming everyone's going to pile into the vehicle.
Oh yeah.
Pile into the vehicle, drive off.
As we do that, can I just do a quick look around and see if I see any security cameras?
You look around. Give me a wits awareness, please.
I thought we agreed that Ace had turned them all off.
No, this was the ones in the house. No, this was the ones in the house, not the ones here.
That was the house.
Shit.
Ace is turned off.
You don't notice any on this particular area.
Okay.
None
Cool.
that are super obvious anyway. You drive off. As you do, Elise, give me... Okay. as you all pile into the vehicle and tell Elise to drive, that is when some other cultists are going to pop up and try to slam themselves into the vehicle to try to swarm around it to stop. Now, give me a composure plus drive, please, Elise.
No.
I'm gonna throw up awe. I'm gonna throw up awe just for the hell of it. So hopefully maybe they won't want to throw themselves at me. And then you said composure.
It seems like the opposite in that case, yeah.
You said composure and what?
Can I throw up Daunt so they don't want to throw themselves at us?
You can.
Yes,
give me an
confuse
intimidation
them.
plus manipulation, please, Jack. And add your rating in presence.
I couldn't hear what you said. You said composure and what?
Drive.
Composure drive.
One. Okay, that's fine. This is... Now, Ace just got this vehicle fixed up. There's going to be a few things after tonight that need to be fixed up again, but just superficial things. So, what happens is you see this group start to swarm. There's about 4 or 5 of them that have swarmed out of the building, swarmed out of the basement. Some of them have gotten up that Lou had not seriously maimed, and start to swarm towards the vehicle like zombies almost, just trying to stop the vehicle. Jack, you wind down the window and you just scowl at them, and it reduces the numbers by at least half. And the few that are remaining are kind of stunned, and they're still remaining around the vehicle, but they're stunned. But that gives Elise the perfect opportunity to drive off and manages to hit a few of them. You hear a pop as you run over one, and you hear the crunch of their bones, but also the shattering of one of the headlights. The front of the vehicle needs to be touched up yet again, as it's been used as a battering ram right now. But you 5 make your escape with from the neighborhood, and as you look in the rearview mirror, you see Clarence Bartleby, the rotund man in a suit, walk out on the street and just look at you as you drive away, and he becomes smaller and smaller. Now, the coterie is all reunited in this vehicle. You notice Ace is still gibbering and shaking in the back seat. Discuss what you need to discuss right now and what the next step will be, and what you guys just take it away pretty much.
What's wrong with Ace?
I don't know what's wrong with Ace. I don't know what happened. He just started yammering. What happened in the basement?
Julie, you're a doctor, right?
This is the reason I put my hand up. I feel like I probably won't interact in this conversation, but I'll just be tending to Ace, trying to understand what's happening to him. And when you ask me that question, Julie would just be like, that's strange. As he listens to what Ace is saying and
what's wrong with it?
His body is moving.
Do you understand what he's saying? We don't understand what he's saying.
Chris? You're muted.
Intelligence plus occult, please.
Sure.
Am I
plus
able
one
to make the
for
roll since it's the first time I'm hearing it, or no?
+1. Yeah, it's the first time you're hearing it, Lou. You didn't hear it over the radio. But yeah, you can roll me an occult, but it's a very high check.
Oh, okay, I'll forget then. Doesn't matter.
I'm gonna re-roll that one. Never mind.
Should have blood buffed.
Once again, it's a mix of ancient languages that you don't quite understand. You don't understand any of the words, but you definitely know that there are ancient languages that he's babbling right now.
So I don't understand literally anything. If you give me 2 words. Fuck. I've read about these languages. I've seen people that can speak them, but what he's saying, it does not seem to be.
I don't care about what he's
comprehensible.
saying. What's wrong with him? Why is he acting like this?
Need
Wake
to
him
do
up.
Another roll.
Come on, you're a
That
doctor.
is
I'm just going to use the same role. You don't know.
I don't know.
Okay. The only other person I think we can go to is Cretius, but I know Cretius has been isolating essentially.
True, but
Do
if
you
we
even
tell
know
him
where
his
to
child is
find
in
him?
danger,
Yeah, I think we can contact. It's Alexa, right? Alexa is the one that he's with, Chris.
Anita Wainwright, the Anak Baron.
Anita. Yeah, let's contact Anita. What time is it in the night right now?
It's about a little bit past 1 a.m. Still enough time in the night to do things. Probably also to discuss what the fuck you're going to do with this million hairs stuff.
We got to report
just
into the
gonna-
general.
I'm gonna interject with the talk of Anita, and I'm just gonna say, no, you should take him to my clinic. I can help him better there.
How can you help him? You don't even know what's fucking wrong with him.
I have hundreds of books on possible kindred phenomena. It has to be something that is documented. It has to be.
Okay.
What's it going to
Let's
cost
think
us?
Nothing. I want to help him.
All right. Let's go.
I'll head in that direction.
me
Okay,
the-
well,
You and Chris.
Oh, sorry. So I take it that the next destination will be the Julie's Medical Center clinic. That's cool. So other than that, is there any other discussions on the way there that you all want to have about?
yeah. Well, that was a shit show, to say the least. I don't know about you guys, but I'm starving, and
Me too.
we're kind of still at square one. We haven't gotten Mateo. We haven't gotten this guy, the Herald of the Crawling Tongue.
Do we have a
But
name? I saw.
I can find him.
What do you mean you can find him?
I can track him. That is
How?
why the things ended up the way they did. I did my best to make him findable for us. I know
Yeah.
where he is. I can feel it now. I can
That's
feel
something.
that he is behind us and maybe 100, 200 meters now.
That's something then. Okay. Well, I think we need to take him down. I think we need to feed. And I think before he can prepare, because I'm pretty sure
How
he
long
saw
can we
us
track
all
him
leave.
for?
Theoretically, forever, if he does not discover what it is I planted. I can't tell exactly where he is, but put me on a trajectory and I can eventually find him. We can find him at a time that is advantageous to us, not when he is surrounded by hundreds of people.
Just worried that since he saw
He's-
all of us leave together,
He's
he'll be
another
expecting
flame,
us.
You've not come back to square one. You couldn't find Matteo, but you found another one. One step at a time. But you are correct. It was very, very hard to not lose control back there. So I need to feed, and I need to help poor Ace.
All right, Doc, do you have particular tastes, or can I find someone for you while you tend to the kid?
I have a couple storage for blood bag, but generally patients come and go. Shouldn't be too hard.
With the discussion of what to do in the immediate future decided, the camera goes over to Ace, whose loud proclamations of things in an ancient language have turned to a whisper, but in a mutter, as they're barely audible. He's still shaking, blood weeping from his eyes and from his pores as he's sweating blood right now. The camera zooms in to his eye. As we pull back out.
Take off the glasses, Joe.
As we pull back
Gotta zoom in.
No one has taken them off yet.
As
No, not you, Kieran.
as Ace stands in front of a large temple of stone and sand within Chicago. He is standing in a suit in front of this temple of stone and sand. The architecture is a stark contrast with that, with the other surroundings of this temple, the modern gentrification of Chicago, as it were. The sky is reaching dusk as the sun begins to crest below the horizon. You're greeting guests as they enter. Your close family, your friends, have come to pay to Ace's attention for his big day. But we cut over to we see Ace as he's standing there. What thoughts are going through Ace's mind right now? It's almost like he's on autopilot as he greets these guests and thanking them for attending the wedding.
Well, he's pretty much exactly what you said. He's going through the motions, but he's lost inside of his own thoughts, thinking, what the hell's going on? Where is he at? Who's he marrying? It's weird seeing family that he hasn't seen in a long time. It's surreal.
Very surreal, all of this. The whole ordeal is exhausting, and in your mind, you think this was almost as exhausting as the wedding planning itself. You think. Everything's muddled, everything is not as it seems, or as it should be as at this point. You almost don't notice when Daryl approaches you. And he says, "Doing all right, champ?"
Yeah, I'm just caught up in all of this.
Good. Well, I was a bit scared there for a moment. I thought you might have gotten some cold feet. Forgetting everything. Like, I mean, what did you take last night? It's just the booze, right?
As much as I do, I don't know.
Well, you don't remember going down and doing the old club crawl? You were like going around saying, "Hey everyone, I'm gonna be in the CIA." Here's a top tip from someone who's in the CIA. You don't say that, kid.
It's a good point. I should probably keep that in mind.
Yeah. Discretion.
Wait, I'm not a CIA yet?
Well, you gotta pass your exams. You gotta pass all the boot camp, really. You're still in the boot. You've been accepted in the boot camp. So you're not quite one yet.
Wait, hold on. I've already done that. I've already completed all these things. What are you talking about?
What? What are you talking about, Ace?
Two, 3 years ago, I've been in the CIA already. I have my
3
badge and
years ago,
everything.
you were just a kid on the street. Doing some hacktivism, I think you call it.
finish my master's.
Oh,
wait.
yeah.
How old am I?
You're gonna make me think here, aren't you? How old is Ace normally?
Ace is 26. He got his master's at 22. He's a bit of a genius.
Damn.
As soon as he got his master's, he started going to boot camp training at the CIA.
So he'd be 21 then.
Yeah, 21.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing the math. Yeah, 21.
So I'm about to graduate from school.
Yeah. Wanted to celebrate it with your with the union of your significant other. If I remember you correctly, you didn't really talk much about it other than when we were out drinking.
You've met her before?
No. No.
Wait. You haven't met her?
No. You've kept her very secretive. In fact, I didn't even know you were engaged until you asked me to be your best man.
When did I ask you?
About a month or so ago. You didn't give me much notice.
It's impossible. You know I'm not good with the ladies. How do I even have a girlfriend, let alone a fiance?
That's what I said. I've seen you bomb out in the clubs. But, you know, suddenly
like
you come
Taco
up to
Bell?
me and you tell...
Does she like Taco Bell?
I don't know anything about her. In fact, I'm looking forward to meeting her later. Oh, by the way, your father's waiting for you. He wants to go talk with you. He's inside the church.
My father?
Yeah. Your dad.
He's alive?
Think so. I mean, I just talked with him. It's pretty good for a dead guy if he's...
I push Dara out the way and I go to the church. He's a church. Kind of run.
You enter the church pushing the two double doors down. The two double doors open. You hear this creak as you push the double doors. The doors made of wood with intricate designs on them. But as you go in, the doors close behind you and you are in complete and utter darkness. In the darkness, you feel around for a little bit and you'd look and try to see where you are. And you can see in one of your turns as you're making your way through the confusing malaise of complete and utter darkness, you suddenly turn around and you see an orange wall of stone. You turn around and you see that you're in a room surrounded by old tablets and ancient artifacts. It's extremely dark, save for the few corners illuminated by candle lights on black candelabras. 7 candles on total for each of these lights. 1 unlit, 1 flickering in a non-existent wind, and 1 at the back that is completely bathed in darkness except for the light that shines from the flame. But as you are taking that in, behind you, you hear...
Glad to see you have made it, Alec, my boy.
Lucius?
Yes. You didn't think I would miss your big day, did you?
Lucius, what the hell's going on? I'm getting married, my dad's alive, I'm 21.
I knew this would be confusing for you. Which is why this union has been put into a context that you would, well, understand a little better.
I don't understand women. It doesn't make sense. How am I getting married?
Don't think of it as a matrimony. It is you who is fulfilling your destiny. A union for you to decide your fate.
Can you not speak in metaphors? Can you just tell me?
Alec, you are special. You have vitally important work that needs to be done.
I mean, yeah, I know I'm special. I got my master's.
You have more than that, my boy. The road is far and long ahead of you. The candles, well, they tempt to burn everything down, but you have ever been so diligently snuffing these candles out. And you haven't been appreciated. Those all along the Watchtower just watch you with contempt and disdain. None of them appreciating the great sacrifice that has been made. But by the end of your journey, when the promised land opens before you, you'll be welcomed into the kingdom with open arms. This union is the first step towards strengthening that bond.
Where am I going?
It's all very foreign to you at the moment, my boy, but it will be clear when the time comes. Just know that tonight you will be making a very important choice. As somebody who doesn't have a clan, your destiny is open before you. You're not tethered by the same ties as the others. But that might change by the end of tonight. And you'll be put on the road you need to be put on.
How would I know what choice to make?
You know it. All you'll need to know is do not worry about how your work is unappreciated, the work of you and your friends. They do not appreciate you. The Watchtower does not appreciate you for now. But they'll be forced to face the consequences they sow. And when they do, they will grovel at your feet. For tonight, this union will snuff another of these flames.
What do you mean by grovel at my feet?
Well, we'll see, is all I will say.
Precious, when am I gonna get back? The coterie needs my help. Shit's going down.
You are exactly where you need to be. But enough dilly-dallying. It's nearly the hour, and you have many guests that you need to talk to besides myself. As I said, you have an important choice to make tonight. And I trust you will choose wisely.
Before I get back there, where are you? I know what happened to you, and I'm so sorry about what happened, but you kind of just dipped.
I am right here, my boy. I am through the blood that courses in your veins. I am always there.
You're at a safe place at least, right?
For now.
Anyways, it was nice seeing you again.
Yeah, Ace. Oh,
I almost forgot to change the voice changer. Now, Ace, you are pushed away by Cretius as he kind of hurries you along and pushes you to a door. You're pushed through this door and you are greeted by a grand and giant cathedral. Cathedral of flesh and bone, with the bone taking the space of like rib cages that are on the corners of this cathedral as it kind of arches together at the top, where there's a hole where you can see the night sky above you. And that is where we're going to cut for our first break tonight.
You know what, Chris? I refuse.
No, I accept. I just drank a whole cup of coffee. My bladder's gonna burst.
Yeah, I haven't had dinner yet. I'm gonna get something to eat.
Break time!
Break time. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. See you all in 15.
Hello. We're back.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I hope you all enjoyed your break. We are going to cut straight into it with the coterie having fed Elise and Lou making their way back to the to Julie's medical center. Julie, you have been spending this time monitoring Ace. Just give me an intelligence plus occult or medicine. Either will give you, it's your choice, but one will give you different options than the other.
Yeah, I would say at this point I'm more worried about his condition rather than the occult side of it. We are at my clinic now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I get a +2. Medicine plus intelligence, you said?
Mm-hmm.
+2.
3.
I'm re-rolling that.
Okay. Roll 2. 5.
There we go, that's better.
He's convulsing, he's sweating, he's babbling this ancient language. It's definitely, from what you can tell, the tongue has affected him in some way. The fact that he's repeating what the tongue was saying verbatim perfectly suggests to you that the tongue has some kind of hold over his body right now, and you know enough that this would not be solved with any kind of conventional medicine or any conventional treatment.
He's comatose.
Pretty much, yeah. He's shaking, but he's not hurting himself as well.
Yeah. Well, I would have him in the surgery. He'd be lying down on a table. If he is convulsing rather violently, I will strap him down.
He's not convulsing violently. He's just kind of spasming every now and then.
Okay. Well, he'll just be lying down then, and I will head into my study to grab any books that I think are relevant to this situation.
That's where Elise and Lou join. Do you two speak to each other, or do you try to track down Julie as he's in his study, or what do the two of you do when you enter this medical clinic?
Don't
I
forget
wanna
the
check.
receptionist, Chris.
It's
Role play.
They pass the receptionist.
I'm
They were
gonna
here before.
look for Julie. I'm gonna look for Julie. So
Lou,
Yeah, if
what
I
are
know
you
where to
doing?
go, I'm just gonna go to where he's at.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm
You
assuming what
You
happened
should
during
ask
the
the
break.
receptionist where I am.
Well, no, we got here
I didn't realize there was a
earlier.
receptionist. I would have
Yeah, I thought we were already here. 'cause
not
we
wanted the
left feed again.
receptionist to see my face, so I would have told her to forget.
I'm going straight to his office.
Okay.
Julie's office, where he's at.
And Lou, I'm assuming you're going to be doing the same. So both of you come across Julie as Julie is kind of looking at books, flipping through a few pages. Before would Julie throw the books behind him, or would he kind of just gently place them somewhere as he's like frantically trying to look through to see?
He
I'm
would
trying to
be
get a gauge.
gently placing them down. He's methodical. He's not reckless. He's not impulsive. He'll do things very methodically.
So you see him like that. Take it away, the three of you.
Have you had anything yet? Did you eat?
Not yet.
Okay. Have you found anything that'll help Ace yet?
I have a few leads, but I need to spend some time with his condition. It's not medical. It's not natural. It's to do with the tongue that I saw. It's seems like he's reciting exactly how it spoke. I heard it with my own ears. Seems like he's under some sort of supernatural influence. I need to figure out how I can reverse it or negate. I need to stop it from having control of his mind.
You're saying that he's connected to the tongue that was in the basement that you were at.
Would it stop if we got the tongue and we broke it, or
when the Herald, I think Bartleby was his name. It's on my correspondence. When he cut out the cultist's tongue and placed the mummified tongue in his mouth, it started to speak in ancient language. Very jarbled. A lot of different cultures mixed together.
And Ace started doing it at the same time.
Seems like he's repeating it verbatim. He's saying it exactly as it was said.
What
it's
do
not,
you think? If
not normal.
Do you think if we fed him, it might break it? Have we maybe we should try that?
You've been feeding him a slow drip feed this whole time, and it hasn't been making any difference, Julie.
He's hooked up. It doesn't seem to help. He's out of his skin. He's bleeding. It's like sweat. His eyes, they can't stop overflowing. He's not in danger. It's like he's in a coma. I don't know how to wake him up.
If he's bleeding profusely, but we're replacing his blood, hopefully he doesn't frenzy. If he can frenzy in this state.
I don't think he can. I don't think he has control. Hopefully I have something here that can help with supernatural influence. You know, there's ways to get through, the vent through. They can control you, and there's ways to get through that. I think maybe if I can apply something like that, it might help.
Okay. Tell me if there's anything I can do to help. If there's anyone I can reach out to or anything. If Lou or Jack, tell us what you need us to do.
It's at this point that Jack makes his way to the clinic. Now, Jack, you would have seen that there was a receptionist here when you first arrived here. You've got the homeless person over your shoulder. How do you make your entrance?
I think... Oh, actually, no. It'd have to be over my shoulder. Is there anyone else around?
Other than the receptionist, no.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just going to walk in and walk past her and then make eye contact.
Hello.
Forget.
Is that...
And then walk straight in.
Okay. You three, as you're all talking here, the boots of Jack as he makes his way up the stairs towards Julie's study. I'm assuming, is the study connected to the place where Ace is, or is it a separate room?
The separate room, but it's literally the adjacent room.
Yeah, so he'll be passing. So you'll have this guy on your shoulder, and you'll be passing by where you can see Ace just lying on a metal sheet, a metal table, and every now and then he'll convulse. There's blood coming out of his pores, but you see on your left-hand side Lou and Elise talking with Julie.
I'll go in to talk with the others. And so just walk in and go, Julie, put it down. Food. Any word on the kid?
Nice. Delivery.
I've got a few leads. I need time. He's in a coma, and I need a way to wake him up.
Okay.
What can we do?
So that you can focus more.
I don't know. As he starts like grabbing a couple books at a time instead of one or two books, he'll grab more, and he starts putting them down in a separate pile to his current pile, and he starts flicking them open. No.
Intelligence plus investigation, please.
I do not have investigation. Yeah, I don't get any bonuses. I'm just grabbing occult books.
Can I also start grabbing books? Since he told me that he's looking for the Herald of the Crawling Tongue information. Like we had a
So you're going to specifically look for any books that have any occult any occult references to a tongue, to a mummified tongue?
Yes.
Okay, give me an intelligence investigation.
Is it obvious while Rach is rolling that? Is it obvious to Jack that Julie is just floundering?
I would say
I'm not floundering. I just can't find the information.
I would say from his stammered statements and from him not giving you straight answers, despite the fact he said he's knowledgeable in the occult, that he is in the dark. I will say right now, it's fairly clear that he is grasping for anything that can help him at this stage. Floundering, possibly not, but
yeah. But I can tell that it's not just that he doesn't know, but I can kind of tell he doesn't know anything. Cool. I'm gonna walk up to him, put my hand on his chest, and go, "What happened down there?"
What do you mean?
What happened down there?
They did a ritual with the tongue. It was how I knew it would happen. I had correspondence from letters that I found that detailed that exact ritual. They take a person in their circle and they remove his tongue, and then they place a mummified tongue within it, and it starts to speak through them. It controls them.
So what happens if we destroy the tongue?
That tongue is the languages it was speaking. It's older than any one of us can possibly imagine. I don't even think it's possible to destroy it.
Now, Elise, you've been busy trying to look through the bookshelves, trying to find anything to do with the tongue. You can't find anything to do specifically with the tongue. But when they talk about languages behind you, that's when you start to pay attention to some of the words and some of these texts that you don't understand. And with your 4, I'm going to say that you make some connections with what you're hearing Ace say in the other room with some words that are written in an ancient language, but you don't know what this ancient language is. You just know that some of the words seem to match what is being said by Ace.
Julie, I think this book I'm not an expert or anything, but I think this book is what he's saying. And I'm gonna push the book over to him and hope he can read it.
Julie.
What's the book? What's the book,
You
Chris?
passed the book. It is not just a book, it is a journal of some kind. A journal that you picked up in your travels. And it was a journal of somebody who was writing down fragments from a translation of the Book of Nod.
Well, I will have read this then. Any book that's in my study, I've read it.
Yeah, but you know the language. You've heard it once before, and you're kind of kicking yourself that you didn't make the connection. The language is Gimlish, a dead language that was said to be spoken in Enoch, the first city.
Thank you, Elise. I think I might just be a little bit on edge because I'm feared for Ace.
You also need to
I
feed.
can't believe that. Can't believe that I did not make this. It's it's Gimlish. It's a very ancient language from. I don't know if you know what the first city is. The Enoch. They spoke that thousands of years ago. This might help understand what he's saying, but doesn't really help us with the issue of whatever is controlling him.
It sounds like what's controlling him is the tongue, right? Like if he somehow, the tongue being used in that basement on a cultist member transferred to Ace, who was not even in the building. So like, it sounds like it's the tongue itself, but I couldn't find any books that were talking specifically about the tongue. Only the languages that he's repeating.
The only documentation I have for the tongue is letters that I found from a person called Recto and Bartleby, the man that heads the cult. That's all I knew about the cult. I had seen that correspondence and I knew that they existed in Chicago, but I never had the reason to find them.
Is this a kindred tongue? Like, whose tongue is this? What is it about this tongue that's imbuing it with power in order to cause people to speak in ancient languages, referencing ancient cities?
Let me read the messages I have. I think it does say why, but I need to just double check.
I think if we can figure out what it is about this tongue that we know, like whatever it is we know about this tongue, maybe we can figure out why Ace is somehow connected to it.
Ace is he's the child of the Critius, right?
Yes.
See, that's interesting because I know that from my readings that Critius is interested in the Book of Nod. Book of Nod and the First City are very connected. You know, for all intents and purposes, it is it's not a coincidence. Maybe it's something to do with his connection to this. But the tongue itself, I think it's kindred. I honestly can't find these notes on the fucking tongue. Because Chris gave me a bunch of screenshots. It might be. It's difficult to diagnose.
We need
something that's so old.
We need somebody who is also old, like Cretius.
Now,
we need
as Elise and Julie are talking, Lou and Jack, you two are kind of standing at the side, both ex-members of the Sabbat or had affiliations with the Sabbat. What is going through your minds hearing what is being said? The fact that something ancient is speaking to Ace, or something ancient has taken hold of Ace. Surely you have some thoughts in regards to that. We'll start with Jack.
Jack is... I think Jack's more concerned for Ace, because he's aware that there are things out there, things beyond his understanding, things that are beyond his comprehension. And that if one of these things has decided that it wants Ace, he knows that there's very little that he can do about it.
Lou?
I was just a shovelhead and a nobody in my time on the spot. I didn't take anything they said to heart too much. I just did what I was told and got out when I could. So all this
perhaps
stuff
this
was just whatever to me.
Okay.
Actually, can Jack will actually say, because while the others are sort of talking and having their conversation, in talking about the language and the history of this object. Hey Lou, you do that spooky shadow stuff. This not something that you know about?
I was not told a thing. I just one day realized I could summon shadows. Nobody told me anything.
Fair. I don't really understand that stuff. I figured I'd just ask.
It just works. I have no idea what it is.
Not something you can show me how to do?
I would absolutely never show you how to do that now.
Yeah.
I'll loudly go.
Really? What?
At this point, I've taken out the correspondence because I need to fucking read it again. The Sabbat, they believe that the tongue is the tongue of one of the ancient saints, possibly antediluvian, old, very, very old. Is said to bring revelation and magic. Revelation, in this sense, could mean prophecy. Oui. Perhaps that is caused something to happen to our poor Ace. Again, I think... I think we are out of our depth. It is very old. I did not realize that it was something so unfathomable for me. Maybe we should ask Critius. He's much better scholar than I could ever hope to be.
We should reach out to Cretius. I think we should also transcribe what he's saying and decipher that with these books. I think that'll be a lot easier. And I'll get his phone and I'll contact Cretius. I'm gonna go into the room and hope his phone is unlocked.
Oh, I would imagine Ace would not have his phone unlocked. I imagine Ace is one of those people that definitely wouldn't have their phone unlocked.
Do you have a thumbprint? Because
Face ID.
Stick his thumb on it.
Yeah, is it a thumbprint or a Face ID? Swear to
Up to
God,
Joe.
Ace.
So, Jack picks up Ace's special CIA glasses and he presses the unlock this thing that I'm looking at button.
All right, since his phone is not open, I have Rose's number, right? Like we have Rose's number.
Yeah.
I don't think we have Alexa's. I don't think we have her contact info. Do we?
No.
All right. I'm gonna reach out to Rosa then and ask her to get me in touch with Alexa and or Cretius.
Okay.
Because Ace is in trouble.
Okay. You get a response that just says, Alexa, done, Cretius, we'll try.
Well, then I'll just go back into the room and want to start transcribing and deciphering the message that he's saying.
Just out of morbid curiosity that I think Julie would be having, thinking that this might be, upon reading that it might be the tongue of an ancient of a Methuselah or older. He might try to research specifically if he has anything to do with dominate as a power, and anything that might be able to. What do you mean?
You say you'll look to see if he has dominate as a power. Who's he?
Julie. Oh. I'm looking to see if I have anything written about dominate and how to
dominate?
Perhaps counteract it.
No.
You're just gonna tell me no?
No.
Fuck.
So, while Elise and Julie are doing some research, what are Jack and Lou going to be doing?
Honestly, I have nothing to do.
I think Jack's going to go in and check on Ace. See if he can get a reaction from him.
What, are you going to go with him, Lou, or are you just going to stay in the room?
Yeah, if he's going to go mess around with Ace, I'm going to watch over him.
Yeah. Both of you walk in. You see Ace. There's moments of peace as he's just lying there. Every now and then he'll start to spasm with another reverberation of words from his mouth before laying back down in peace. His eyes open still, blood still coming out of his eyes and out of his pores.
Hey Ace, you in there? Come on, kid, don't do this to us. Fuck.
Elise, you get a message on your phone from an unknown number that says, meeting where?
Julie, can I give them your clinic's address? Precious and maybe Alexa.
Yes, this is fine.
Okay. So I send them the address, and then I turn back to Julie. I never actually asked you, what clan were you part of? I don't think I ever found that out about you.
And take another book off the shelf, start flicking through it. I'm a judge. I'm a Asamite, Banu Hakim. Many names are not very common.
Yeah, I've never run into a Banu Hakim before. You just seem to be very aware of ancient history, and I was thinking maybe Tremere or something, but
no, Tremere rarely leave the confines of their chantry. No. That being said, I'm not very friendly with the rest of my clan. I like to keep to myself.
You kind of got dropped in here at a time that things are pretty hectic, and you didn't really get the warmest welcome. But
it's normal to defend yourself from perceived threats.
Yeah. I just want to say thank you for seeming to care so much about Ace.
He's a good kid. Reminds me of my time as a child. I don't want him to falter, to fall from grace, so to speak.
He's still very in touch with his humanity. After all, he is still very young, and
So that's a good thing, Alice.
yeah, it's just a hard thing.
It'll get much harder the older that you grow.
You two hear a knock at the door behind you. Julie, you see the receptionist. She looks at you and she says, Doctor, there is a woman here to see, well, she said she was here for a meeting. Said her name was Alexa?
Yes, she spoke to me about an appointment. Send her, please.
Of course. She hurries back down. Do the four of you talk at all before Alexa arrives, or do you all just kind of gather to the study to speak with Alexa, or do some of you not go? What's the go here?
I'm gonna take all the books that I've collected that may or may not help with the situation. I'm gonna pick them up and I'm gonna move them into the surgery, and I'm just gonna spend that time with Ace.
Jack's going to stay in that room.
I'll be in there too.
But he won't say anything.
Okay. After a few moments, Alexa Santos, one of the Hounds of Chicago, walks in. They look at the four of you, and they look down at Ace, and they say, well, seems like there's a bit of a problem. What's up with him?
I'm gonna let one of you speak first.
Found another of the flames.
Yeah. And Julie, I think knows more about what's going on here, but ran into the Herald of the Crawling Tongue. And when the tongue was used, this happened to Ace.
I think at that point, when Elise sort of introduces me, I'm gonna stand up and approach Alexa and go for a handshake and say, Dr. Laffy, Julie Laffy, nice to meet you.
Alexa looks down at your hand, looks back up at you, arms crossed. Babysitter.
You can call me what you want. He'll smile at them and put his hand back down. He's comatose, under some sort of control.
So you found one of these heralds.
Did they say the name Clarence when I was down there?
Yeah. Oh no, they didn't.
No. So I'll just say Bartleby, if that name means anything to you.
Yeah, Tremere. Don't know much about him.
Well, he's a Sabbath now.
Okay, well, what's the play? Where is he?
I can tell where he is, but we need to help Ace. We cannot leave him like this.
Looks down at Ace.
Can't
Looks
take
down at the
on
rest of them.
Bartleby without Ace.
This might seem heartless, but we have a job to do. One individual It's not worth allowing one of these flames to slip through our fingers. Now, if you have a bead on him, it is your duty to come with me, and we will deal with it.
I am not in the Camarilla.
Doesn't say anything.
If-
Just stands there.
If you're going to come with us, then I feel much better about our chances.
Jack, you look tense. You look like you want to say something.
Jack takes a step forward, says, I think that's what the general would want us to do. I'm in. Doc, we're going to need you. You're the one who can find him.
Ace is safe here, right, Julie?
The tongue of antediluvian.
I'm sorry.
Perhaps they can track him.
The tongue of the antediluvian.
That is what they believe it to be, yes.
That's the thing that we think has control over Ace right now.
It's the language it speaks Gimlish. I don't know if you
Sorry, did you just say gibberish?
Gimlish. It's the language spoken by the ancients in the
Gibberish.
First
Got it.
City.
Well, okay. I don't care what language it speaks. What we need to do is stop this guy, and if this tongue is related to what's happening to Ace, it'd be good for us to get this tongue. Now, I'm not completely heartless. And I'm well aware that you leaving Ace here may be the last time you see him. So I'm going to take a step outside while you make your preparations and your goodbyes if you need to. And then they look over at you, Lou, and they say, you first. Do what you need to do first and then come out and talk to me. We've got a long overdue catch up we need to do. As they smile at you.
Okay.
Understood. All right, let's go. Well, she will leave. Well, they will leave, I should say. Now, the four of you are left behind in this room, told by Alexa to make your preparations and have a final goodbye to Ace if this might be the last time you see him.
Why would she say this might be the last time that we see him? Is she essentially saying that this is a lost cause?
Yeah, she thinks she's gonna die no matter what we do.
Useless.
Well, we'll just prove her wrong. We've proved a lot of people wrong in our time here.
Okay. Elise is just gonna walk over to Ace and just like stare down at him. But she's not gonna say goodbye. Not inside or anything like that. She's just gonna stare at him as he like is bleeding and convulsing every now and then. And then she's gonna and then go outside to meet Alexa.
Anyone else do anything before they leave?
No, I'm just gonna leave and not saying goodbye.
Jack walks over. This ain't goodbye, kid. This ain't goodbye. I'm gonna sort this shit out and come back for you. Don't go fucking soft on me, all right? Pats him on the shoulder and walks out.
Julie will be the last one to leave, from the looks of it. Julie, do you say anything to Ace, or do you do anything before you leave?
Desperately trying to think what Julie would try in this last-ditch moment to try and assist in removing the sort of control off of Ace. And I think going through his potential answers, he would land on one final sort of option, and at that point he will take his knife, place his wrist above Ace's mouth, and just sort of cut himself in the hand and let his blood drip into Ace's mouth and throat, hoping that it does something. Even if it momentarily helps, it was worth it.
So, you cut... Sorry, where did you say you cut?
Just the hand or the wrist, whichever.
Okay. Fed. I'll answer that first. You can do that as part of your final thing if you want. I'll just do that after this.
I would have said that I had done it during our investigations, but I don't know. We didn't
that's
really
fine.
have time
We
to talk
can
about
do
it.
because we need to do the rolls for that. So what happens is you cut your. Sorry, you said wrist.
Hand like palm or a wrist,
palm.
yeah, whichever.
Yeah, you cut your palm, and you let it drop from. You force some vitae out. You let it drop onto Ace's lips, and as the blood reaches his mouth and drips down his throat. Did I say Joe? What did I say? Ace? Oh, sorry. As it goes through Ace's throat, a one wheezed word comes out of his mouth. Oh, he's muted.
Someone's going to need to translate that bullshit for me. Couldn't hear what he said.
Yeah, you cut out a little bit because of your sensitivity, I think.
Mahira.
Great. So not English. Got it.
But that triggers something in you, Julie. A translation from Gimlish. The rough translation is the true Black Hand.
Fuck you, I'm going to keep feeding him blood.
That's all you get from him. So, we'll deal with that admin in a second of your feeding. But as those words escape Ace's lips, we go back into his eye as we cut to another place where Ace has been pushed into the cathedral of flesh and bone. And there are many people around, like shadows in the corner of his eyes. Can't quite make them out, can't quite see who they are. But why am I having so much trouble tonight finding tracks? I'm like trying to like...
Because you suck!
Because I suck. So, you're looking around, you're confused, you're dazed. People are moving around in this cathedral of flesh and bone. Almost like at the corner of your eye, they're like dark shadows, you can't see features. But as you're kind of trying to orientate yourself, you hear a voice that just says, Ace. I hope it's not too late for us to have a little chitty chat on your special day. You turn
Where are
around. You turn around. You see Portia is behind you. Tall, elegant, brown hair. She's dressed in a very fancy and beautiful looking dress that flows down to the ground. And she smiles at you. And she says, "You know who I am, Mr. Martinez. But I do hope that our meeting hasn't come too late."
What do you want?
The same thing all your other would-be suitors would want. Your choice. I'm sure you spoke to your father, but really an orphan has no true fathers or mothers. So you get the luxury of choice, my dear.
Suitors?
That's what this all is. A fancy peacock event for you to choose. And I do hope you choose the rose. I'm sure Elise would love for you to do so.
Who are my choices besides you?
Well, that will be clear. It's not up to me to spoil the surprise. But do know that your choice is very important. Because while there may be others out there that are our agents, you get to choose. You're at a crossroad, my dear. 4 different paths ahead of you.
All right. A lot of taking.
Now tell me, Ace, what is it you want? What is it you desire? What is it that you crave? Is it justice? Is it revenge? Is it power?
I want the ability to do something to make things right. Nobody to stop me from doing so.
But what does that boil down to? What does that leave you? What's the core of your need?
I need power.
Well, I can offer you that.
Power to prevent people from getting hurt.
Oh, but there is such beauty in suffering. You might not understand it now, but soon you will understand the importance of sacrifice and see the complete and utter beauty and glory it brings. No matter what path you choose, no matter what road you choose, it will be the same on all 4. I can guarantee you that, but whereas the others are weaker, I can guarantee that we are strong.
I need time to think.
Another voice comes through in this weird malaise that you're in. Please. And they say a name, but the name is garbled in your ears. You don't quite hear what the name they say. You don't quite understand. You are boring, this boy. Stand aside and allow the others to talk. Portia backs off, and Khaled comes out of the shadows. I understand you are confused. You don't have all the knowledge yet. It's a collective... But deep down inside, you know. It's a collective thought, a collective consciousness between us all. Deep down inside, you know what this is about. Do you say anything to Khaled?
Don't say anything. Just listening, trying to understand.
No. And once again, they say a name, but the name is garbled in your head. You don't quite understand the name that they're saying. Asked you what your desires are. And you said power. Power to protect. But who are you protecting?
Yes. People I love. The innocent.
And who is it that you love?
That's my grandfather. Daryl. And I guess my friends.
Well, your friends are on their path. But their paths may intersect, weave, and come across each other and be in conflict with one another. Your path might be in conflict with one of their paths. What would you do in that situation?
How would it be in conflict? We're both in agreement on what we have to do, and we've been working together.
There may come a time, Ace, where that is not the case.
Well, I'll do whatever the right thing is.
So you would let your gut decide.
It's never steered me wrong.
Oh, I wouldn't say that, Ace. As another voice booms from behind you. A voice you haven't heard in quite some time. Out of the shadows steps Prince Kevin Jackson. Now,
What the fuck?
Ace, I understand you and we didn't quite get on the right tempo, the right flow. But I see potential in you. That's why I pushed you so hard.
Jackson, you know I hate you, right?
Yes, you do, of course. But you don't hate. Well, if you did hate my clan and what I stood for, well, you wouldn't be shacking up with Olaf, the one-eyed king, now would you?
I don't hate him.
Oh, but you should. He's a bad motherfucker. But kings have to
Fair
be
enough.
tough sometime. I understand that better than anyone.
Fair point.
Now all the others are scrambling around asking you what you want, what you crave, what you desire. For they can court you for your choice, for your favor. But I feel that this is a two-way street. Tell me why I should choose you.
I don't know. Probably the fact that I'm competent. I got your job done tenfold. Also smarter than you, maybe. I got a master's, you know.
You definitely were smarter than Jackson, I'll give you that. Jackson had his own ideas. Well, sorry, I had my own ideas.
Why are you talking in third person?
Isn't it obvious by now, Ace? You're not speaking with Kevin Jackson. You're not speaking with Cretius. You're not speaking with Portia or whatever thing is masquerading as Khaled. No, you're speaking to something else right now. And this is your mind trying to bring it all together in your head in a nice, convenient narrative. Now, these other suckers, they ain't gonna tell you the truth. I am gonna give you that luxury. You have a choice tonight, Ace. You get to choose. You either are gonna go down the path of the Ventru, the Toreador, Nosferatu, or Bruja. After tonight, you're no longer gonna be a caitiff, my boy. You're gonna be a real boy.
Am I choosing what clan I belong to?
You're choosing what path you're gonna go down, son, and it's gonna be important because things are gonna get bloody, things are gonna get messy, and you need someone watching your back.
Confused. I'm lost. Okay. And what
Well,
happens when I make this choice?
Your life is forever gonna change. Believe that. Now, you say you're lost, you say you're confused. Well, as a king, you need to put all that aside, push that down, and make a choice. Now, if you're not worthy of my clan, I have no time for you. So, I'll leave
said
you to
king?
find yourself. And he disappears.
What do you mean?
Back behind the shadows.
King? What does he mean by king?
And that is where we're going to take our next break for tonight.
Fuck you.
I got.
Back in a bit.
Alright, see you in 15 minutes, gang.
Stop talking about carrots. We are in. Hello.
Carrots.
Hi.
Hello, everyone. How's it going? I hope you all enjoyed the break. Actually, I forgot to do the admin with Julie. Julie, give me a hunger frenzy check, please. Difficulty 3. As you drunk from this mortar earlier on. We'll see how this pans out.
I may be likely to rage quit.
Julie's about to lose humanity.
Oh, frenzy. Okay. I should have expected that. Okay.
Ace
Okay.
reset stops the frenzy.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Okay. So, we're going to cut back time a little bit as Julie excused himself while you and Elise were doing the research and started to drink from this homeless person. Suddenly, you start hearing
We're
more.
all there. Can we stop it?
Well,
We're all there?
yeah. Well, okay, all three of you hear animalistic noises coming from where Julie is as he drinks the blood, and all of you can recognize he's doing a frenzy. Now, Julie, you have a willpower you can use to stop your frenzy, well, to gain control of the frenzy for a moment, for a turn. But at the moment, all you're going to be doing is just drinking this guy, and your aim and your goal is to drink him dry as you start to frenzy. So what are the three of you going to do?
I am going to grapple him using my specialty in brawl.
Anyone going to assist?
Jack positions himself between. Oh, actually, we're in the other room from where Ace is, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to stand near the door.
Yeah, I'll go help Elise try to get Julie off the guy.
Strength plus brawl, please, Elise. +2. 4. Give me a strength plus brawl, please, Julie.
Wait, I'm going to reroll some of that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Don't need to.
Oh, you're gonna use your willpower to. Oh.
I've got 2 dice. She rolled a 4. She's going to win.
Okay.
Got a 5 because I rerolled.
You're able
I used
to pull Julie away and hold him and grapple him as the frenzy subsides. Julie, you were able to take 2 hunger off before you were interceded. And that is how we're going to deal with that little bit of thing that happened before.
Thank you, Chris.
It's okay. Now we are going to cut back into the present time, where Elixir is going to be waiting for you, specifically Lou. Once you leave the room, Elixir will look at you and say, "Outside, got business."
Follow her.
They'll take you to an alley to an alleyway nearby, and they'll look at you and they'll say, "So, I suppose you've heard."
Supposed to be blood bonded to you?
Yeah.
Well, I've been waiting. It's been a while.
Yeah, I've been busy.
Just want to get it over with, or?
Yeah. I never got why you were here, why you were in Chicago.
I was told by Jeanette that this place was a safe place.
Clearly, Jeanette was lying, as
Clearly.
most of us Malkavians do. So then what's keeping you here?
I don't have an answer to that.
So then why subject yourself to this if you don't have an answer?
I was hoping to find one along the way.
If you're not tied down to this place, This could be a mutually beneficial arrangement between the two of us.
Listening.
I'm not going to give you details now, but I have jobs for people that could use work. Take you in and out of Chicago. Hell, you can go wherever you want.
Am I still able to join the Camarilla?
I am a Hound of the Camarilla. You'll be acting under my desire.
Well, I guess I would agree.
Puts her arm out. It's time.
I'll feed.
Okay, take 1 hunger off.
All right.
As long as you're not at 1. You're at 2, aren't you?
I'm at 1 now.
Yeah. So, with that done and that out of the way, the coterie all gather outside. So, first things first. Find where this Bartleby guy is. Julie, I believe
I'm
you're
not
the
okay
one.
with this.
Sorry.
I'm not okay with leaving him there.
Noted. Now, where is this Bartleby person? Said you could track him.
I can, but you cannot make me.
He gonna be this difficult all night? He looks at the three of you.
He's fairly new here, so I mean, like, not on the same level as us. You essentially, you are the one who put him in charge of us, so.
Okay, let's say that you stay. What's your plan to help out Ace?
I would do everything I can. Doesn't.
And what's everything?
You want
Talk me
to
through the
list
process.
Everything that I can do.
Yeah, that's that word again. Everything. What is everything you can do?
He laughs at them. Very uncomfortable.
While this
Can't,
conversation's going on, Jack is staring daggers at Julie.
He cannot be left here.
We can't take him with us because he's not in a state to travel either.
We took him here, didn't we?
I can stay. Julie,
You're
you're
saying-
more valuable.
I
You
will
have
take
no
you
idea
to-
how to help him.
I will
and the
take
one
you to
idea that we
Bartleby,
have,
but
the one lead that
I
we
will
have.
not. I will not let him out of my sight. He has to come. That is my condition. You want me to be subservient like these three? That is my condition. Make it happen.
Looks at the three of you.
Okay. I guess we're gonna take him with us.
And when he gets taken by some kind of other force that is there, other enemy that is there, and compromises everything, you're all okay with that.
Well, Julie can
If
track
he is
it,
left
bring
here,
us to Bartleby.
if he is left here and that happens, he is a Masquerade breach. You want another one?
Okay,
So
we
you're
can
worried
take him
that
with
he's
us.
a masquerade breach.
It's just your logic does not make sense.
My logic is we are going into a lion's den. We are going to be facing a powerful member of the Sabbat, possibly members of the Sabbat, and you're taking this person who can't defend themselves, can't do anything with you because of a sense of consciousness and guilt.
Humanity.
Whatever fluffy word you want to put it to make this sound better, I will say it how it is. You are being naive. You are being naive if you think that you can protect him and do the mission.
He laughs at her again. He says, I can. That is my condition. Sitting here arguing is not going to help. We take him. That is it. Let's move on.
It's your responsibility.
It always has been.
But let me throw this other thought in my head. What if we take him? What if he is under the control of this tongue and he starts fighting against you all? What do you do then? Because I know what I will
We
do,
will deal with it.
and you're not going to like it.
That is fine. We will come to that when we come to it. There is
Pretty
literally
good at-
no sense. There is no sense in arguing about this. You want my help? I have told you the condition. You're not going to sway my mind on it. I'm not a child. When I make a decision, it is final. Is that understood?
Loud and clear, Doctor. Loud
Let's
and
go.
clear. So, you take Ace with you as you all travel towards the area where Bartleby is. I'm going to say Julie is... Because Julie, you've got your own vehicle, correct?
I mean, not really, no.
Okay, so what's the layout of the
I
vehicles?
would say no.
Is Alexa just following the five of you, or are you in separate vehicles? What's the...
Didn't have my car, so I've just been in Aces the whole time.
Yeah, we're in Ace's car.
Okay.
Yeah, the other option is Julie could take I mean, you have a clinic, right? Don't you have like paramedic vans or something in order?
It's a clinic. It's not a hospital. People come in, they get treated, they leave. There's no real acquiring of people.
Got it. Well, then yeah, we're all gonna be in Ace's car again.
Who's driving?
I'll drive.
So,
I need to be in the
I'm sitting
passenger.
next to Ace.
Yeah. Jack is driving. Julie's in the passenger seat. Elise and Lou are in the back with Ace over them, still convulsing, still talking. As Julie gives directions every now and then of where to go while Jack is driving, is there a conversation between the five of you after this tense altercation with Alexa?
No, but
If anything happens, I want you to know I'll hold you solely responsible.
Is it any different from when I met you, Jack?
You weren't holding something over our head that explicitly put Ace in danger.
You don't think he's in danger on his own? Under the control of this thing?
I think he's in more danger taking him straight into, as Alexa said, the lion's den.
Maybe I will mention this. Say Alexa's theory comes true. He is controlled physically, he can move. That is another Another debt you owe, Mr. Horatio? Does that sweeten the deal for you a little bit?
So, if he is controlled physically and can move because we took him into the lion's den, on your instruction,
he is a
demand.
lot more manageable. He's a lot more manageable under surveillance. If he is left in my clinic, he can do whatever. Literally anything. He cannot be watched.
It's a moot point, isn't it? Considering you took that choice away from us.
He has to be watched. What choice?
The choice of whether to take him into danger or leave him somewhere that, at least for now, is safe.
It did not even come into your mind? When she said we leave him, you immediately was fine with that? I guarantee you that you did not even think of bringing him with us.
You're right, because it's a stupid fucking plan.
I'm done talking about this with you.
Suits me.
Elise is gonna taste the blood that's coming out of Ace's like eyes and things like that. Does it taste different than anything?
Do you have a taste for blood or anything like that, or?
No, I don't. I just wanted to taste it to see if I noticed anything weird about it.
You don't really notice anything out of the ordinary with it. It tastes like blood. Tastes like kindred blood.
I think that's it.
Yeah. So, after a few turns and winds and turns around the place, you end up in Southside Chicago. As your beacon towards Clarence Bartleby, Julie, stops in a block area in Southside Chicago.
What do you mean stops?
Like, well, it doesn't stop, but like it leads you to this block, a block that's in Southside Chicago.
Which specific area, Chris? Because that's how it works. If it's a full block, that's quite wide, right?
Let me just have a look. Give me 2 seconds.
I'm just saying, don't make it vague when you tell me where he is, because that's no. Doesn't matter how far away, I can still tell where he is and how far he is away, generally.
Okay. Okay. So you manage to trace it to a block, and then you can use your senses as you walk around the block to try to narrow down where in this block it is. But driving around, you most likely wouldn't be able to. But I'm going to say you will park at a block, and you follow Julie to where it leads. Or does anybody say anything or do anything at this stage?
So what's the plan now,
Julie? What are you doing with Ace?
Does Ace just stay in the car?
All I'm doing is showing you where this guy is.
Do we still have our
Get out of the
earpieces
car.
in? Do we still have our earpieces?
Chris, if you spoke, it didn't come through.
You still have earpieces.
Okay, cool. Julie, while you find where he's located, should someone stay here with Ace?
Preferably someone needs to stay with him.
Okay, I'll stay with him. I have a earpiece. Jack and Lou can go with you, and then you guys can reiterate where you're at. And once you get back here, Doctor, I'm assuming you're gonna come back, watch Ace while the three of us and Alexa.
Like Alexa said, he's my responsibility.
Okay. Go ahead. I'll be here.
So the three, Lou, Jack, and Julie, leave the vehicle. Alexa is behind you and follows you. And Alexa makes a comment and says, "Oh, so you're okay with leaving him behind then?" Okay, noted. But Alexa follows you, Julie, as you're making your way, closing your eyes and trying to hone where this is. When you reach a building, and you can feel the pull of where your bloodstone is. It kind of angles down to where the building is.
He's in there.
Now, we are going to cut for a moment. As we cut away to Ace, as he is at the altar of this cathedral of bone and flesh. You're standing there, the guests have taken their seats in the seating made out of bones. At the front, once again, you try to look through at the audience, and all you can kind of see are shadows. You can't quite make out their faces or anything like that, except for four. And the four are Cretius, Khaled, Kevin Jackson, and Portia, and they're seated at the front row, flanking both sides of each line of chairs. But you stand there. What's going through your mind, Ace?
Pretty much the outcome of all of this, and what does it all mean? He kind of gets an idea of what he has to do, but what happened once he makes that choice?
You seem troubled, my friend. The priest is next to you in priest garments. Marcel stands there. You seem very troubled, my friend. You've been given a lot of responsibility, no?
Yeah, something like that.
Everyone is making decisions for you, trying to chain you down. It seems as if they talk about choice, but you're not giving much choice at all.
Tell me about it.
Well, they're saying about how you're free, you're liberated, what they're wanting. Well, if you don't mind me being so bold, they are wanting to chain you down, control you.
Now Cretius was saying. He told me otherwise.
No, that is not Cretius, my friend. I thought that'd be clear by now.
Yeah, you know what it meant.
I know that you're confused, and they are taking advantage of your confusion.
What do you mean by they? I thought it was just one figment. Not really sure who's talking to me.
It is all and one.
I hate this metaphorical crap. But what about you? Aren't you part of the rabble?
No. I found my way here after I felt through the grapevine that you were being forced into a choice. And what I am here to do, Ace, is to offer you opportunity that these four did not offer you. Freedom. When it comes time to seal the union, seal it with me. You will not take my clan. You'll remain who you are. You will throw the table against the face of destiny and be free. Remain free. Carve your own path to power.
My own path? That means I won't be tied down to a clan?
You must understand this is an elaborate game. An elaborate chess or some other type of political game where pieces are being moved. They are wanting you to be part of their teams. To give in to the servitude.
You know, it's kind of fitting that you're talking to me and telling me these things that Marcel, in my head, a lot of people have told me to be careful with you and to watch out with you because you have a bit of a forked tongue. So why should I trust you now? Or this? Whatever this is.
The simple fact is, you shouldn't trust anyone. But what I am offering you is something that none of the others are. Freedom. And I guarantee that that is a promise.
Okay. More choices, more problems. Okay.
Now, the procession begins to start. The wedding march starts being played on an organ in the distance somewhere, as all the guests stand as the bride makes her way down the aisle. A veil covering her face, obscuring all her features, but she makes her way down the aisle as everyone is standing at attention towards her. She stands across from you once again. You can't tell who this person is. The veil is over their face, but you have this feeling, this knot in your gut. The humanity within you is screaming, is whispering, and saying that whatever choice you make in this moment, you will not come out the same as you were before. Even through what Marcel has said, by sealing this union tonight, you'll be making a choice and be further away from who you once were. Now, with
any
those
choice
thoughts,
any choice I make, I'll be further from who I am.
any of the choices that have been presented to you. Now, in the meantime, what is happening is Marcel is doing the usual speeches and the usual talks about a wedding and whatnot. What is going through Ace's mind and your mind right now as we go in and out of character, as choices need to be made, and decisions need to be done.
Well, obviously, I'm worried now that it's, this. I don't know what it means between the choices given to me by the, I guess the clans, and the choice of freedom, and I'm not even sure what entirely that means, because at the end of it, I'm still gonna be changed.
I will tell you right now, the 4 options as I've laid out are choosing one of those clans to become. The 5th choice that Marcel has given you is to stay as a caitiff, to not be bound down by the will of these clans.
Like the will of the Camarilla or the clan specifically?
I mean, as technically, Joe, as long as you exist as a kindred, you're going to be beholden to the Camarilla if they're in that area and in control, because that's like a government. So,
well, Ace is he's obviously scared because he's scared to lose his humanity. At least he doesn't want to be a different person. He's worried to lose what he's holding on to and like barely grasping onto, because it feels like that to him. And for Joe, I don't know what choice will be bad, or if there's a bad choice.
There are no bad choices.
It's entirely up to you, friend.
It's entirely up to you.
none of them are bad. Yeah, none of them are bad.
You just need to be aware that the whole point of being a caitiff is that when you're abandoned by your sire, you don't form a bonded connection to them. So for you to not become a caitiff means that you are going to be in some way bonded to someone.
Do someone specifically, okay.
Well, to one of these 4 people, whoever they are.
Okay.
Just think that you need to know that as Joe. It shouldn't affect your choice as Ace, but you need to know that as Joe.
Because this is a very important choice, Joe.
No pressure.
No pressure. Being.
Give me all the pressure. Okay. All right. I guess we can continue.
Well, no. What I want to know is what the choice is. If you choose one of the 5, or if you think of something outside of the box I've given you.
No. I think I'll tell you in 2 weeks. That's kidding. All right, I guess I'll choose Crucius. So he's Bruja, right?
Okay. You choose Crucius. Choose the Bruja. We cut away from this moment in somewhere in the distance. We pull back to the present, where Elise is sitting in the back of the car with Ace. Ace suddenly gasps before you, Elise.
Oh, Jesus.
He sits up.
Are you good?
And in a blink of an eye, the door is opened to the car, and he runs out. Lou, Jack.
I don't even get a chance.
He's using blind. I mean, you do have celerity, so I'll give you a dexterity plus athletics. If you want to do a rouse check to get your fleetness.
Yeah, I wanna try here, man. Let me use my
Joe,
fitness.
Ace, can you give me a dexterity plus athletics too? Thank you.
You're gonna give Joe the
Larry.
choice to use fleetness?
I don't have trace, right? I'm just automaton or something.
Yep, you are.
All right, you said dexterity and what? Athletics?
Athletics.
What are the skills that I use on my fleetness?
It's
Dexterity athletics. It's the same.
dexterity, athletics, plus whatever your rating and celerity is. Oh, willpower that,
I
Joe.
have-
Logically,
I have
you
a lot of
can't
hunger,
use
dude.
fleetness with anything that's not dexterity athletics, kind of.
You sure that's gonna happen? Because I got like 400, dude.
Yeah, you got two ones on your normal dice. Willpower those two.
I don't have any willpower.
Oh, you don't? Well, you're going to take some aggravated
Well-
willpower damage, buddy.
Yeah, aggravated. Yeah.
I can't just.
Unless you just want her to win.
I mean, would it? I mean,
I win,
doesn't-
Chris.
He doesn't get a choice here. Take an aggravated willpower damage. 2 willpower.
Watch them both fail.
You rolled 3.
You rolled
so I'm gonna
too
make
many
you-
dice.
Yeah, so it needs to be
It
2.
said, it said 3. Oh,
No.
2.
You need to change it to 2.
Oh.
You can't re-roll hunger dice.
Cool. All right. So you got a 3, Elise.
I win.
All right.
Yes.
So what this gets you is you're able to grapple onto him fast enough so that he takes you with you where he's running. But you've got a
Okay,
good grip
great.
on him. But you're with him.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Julie, Lou, Jack, and also Alexa. You hear a commotion behind you as Julie, you find where this place is, and you see the door of Ace's car open with a blur coming out of the car. And also, you've still got the earpiece, so if Elise wants to talk
Yeah.
while he's doing the zoomies,
Yeah.
At least what happened?
So Ace just suddenly woke up, gained consciousness, and then blinked out of the car, but it's okay. I'm holding on to his back like a backpack. We're good to go. I'm with him. I'm
Running.
going with him.
He dragging my ass Banjo-Kazooie style.
Alexa turns to the 3 of you and says, "What the fuck is happening?"
He
just
woke up, it seems.
I'm gonna blink after them. I don't know about you.
Okay, you guys just see Julie just blink away. She looks at both you, Lou and Jack, and she says, What's happening?"
Kid woke up. You ever see Star Wars? Apparently Elise is on his back like Yoda.
Fine. Well, we've got the place. What's the play here?
Well, we gotta figure out how many people are in there, I guess, before we do anything.
Just gonna look at something.
What have you got? You got a Molotov or something? Set the place on fire?
And that's not going to
Mm.
cause a loud noise.
Oh, it would cause a loud noise, but fires happen all the time.
But you give the person inside chance to escape if they have any other exits.
I'm a soldier. No, I don't do strategy.
Clearly.
Lots
Lou?
of soldiers can do strategy, Jack. You just suck.
Lou?
No, we need to find a way to lure him out here from his cult members. He had quite a few last time we met him. And we're down to just 3 of us.
Yeah, this is not ideal. I told him that he would be a liability. But we don't have much choice. Alexa's eyes go dark as shadows begin to form and grow from behind her and envelop the 2 of you. Jack, you can't see shit right now. Lou, if you turned on Oblivion Sight, you'd be able to see through this darkness.
That'll do. Yeah.
Do you say anything, Jack?
I can't see shit.
Can you make sure the baby is being looked after? We're going to sneak in the darkness, okay?
All right, I'll grab on the jack and I'll lead him with us when we walk.
Okay. Alexa makes their way to the front door, opens it, and sneaks in. It is a apartment block that is here. You're currently just sitting in the shadows as Alexa is kind of trying to... Actually, I just need to actually see what Shadowcast does, because does it follow? Okay, no. All right, change of plan. The shadows don't envelop you all. Alexa will just sneak in. Everyone give me stealth plus composure rolls.
Just bend the powers a little bit, Chris.
Shit.
Oh, nice.
Yep, you're doing very well.
Yeah.
Woo! You've so many die in stealth, and you only got one.
Roll that
You
low.
just
That's
rolled
happened
those
twice.
three.
Still gonna fail, watch. I don't even want to bother. Oh, yay.
Yeah.
Both got the same roll.
My boxes aren't popping up, and it's annoying. Okay. Just gonna have to manually do it, that's fine. Stealth plus... yuck. Oh, yuck. What did everyone get?
A 3. Excuse me.
Okay. 3. Cool. You guys, as you make your way into the apartment, it's like sort of the front lobby. The front door is unlocked, which has a bunch of closed mailboxes on the right-hand side. There is a glass door in front that is locked at the moment. But as you make your way in and through, Alexa will turn to you two and say, do you remember what direction the doctor said? This place looks pretty big.
He said down.
Down.
So
Yeah,
I'm
the guy
thinking
seems to like his
basement.
basements.
Look forward. Behind the glass doors in front of you, there's a staircase that leads up and a staircase that leads down. So, all right, any of you good at lockpicking? Or
No.
should we just...
Basically just break the door down.
I'm gonna have... You said there was like a desk thing?
Yeah, there's like a... there's like a...
I'm just
thing.
gonna look behind the desk and see if like there's a key underneath.
No keys underneath. There is a computer there, but it is password locked at the moment. You can see that
Any
this is an
sticky notes on
electronic...
the
Give me an
screen?
investigation plus investigation plus I can't do awareness. Let's go wits. Yeah, wits plus investigation, please.
Hey, Kieran. You should check password is the password.
Yeah.
2. No, you're not able to find any kind of notes or anything like that.
Can't see any easy way to get in.
All right, loud way then. You want to do the honors as they look down at your arm?
Yes, ma'am. Smash the door open. Sliding down the stairs.
Alexa will lead. We'll turn to you, Lou, and say, are you going to be behind, or what's the formation going to be like? I'm assuming Jack's going to be at the back, or...
Yeah.
Alexa's definitely leading, so I'm guessing, yeah, you'll be...
As we go down the stairs, I'm going to like sort of leapfrog behind them so that I can cover them as they go around each one.
Yep. So you make your way down the stone staircase and around the towards the basement area. You can hear commotion up above as people have in this apartment block have heard a loud crash at the glass doors. But you three are on a mission, yeah, and you arrive and you see a hallway with a row of rooms, enclosed doors, about 3 on each side. Alexa will turn to the 3 of you and say, well, it's got to be one of these, right?
Looks like
Guess
it.
so.
Breach and clear.
Breach and clear. You two take this. I'll make sure. And they kind of like look up with a loud commotion that they're hearing about a few stories above, and they say, "I'll buy you some time." And they go up the stairs. So, first kick down the door. It's an empty apartment that you're looking into, Jack. No one's in there. You can't see any. There's no furniture at all. It looks like this place hasn't been rented out yet.
This one's clear, Lou.
Next one then.
One that you kick down, Lou. There is a... You hear a, "What the fuck?" from one of the rooms as you kick down the door.
He's in there?
Well, you hear somebody say, "What the fuck?"
Well, if I can't see him, I don't care. I just leave.
Okay. So, next set of rooms, you both kick. So it's like opposite sides. So you take one, you take one. Jack, you kick down your door first. You see a shambles of a room with bits of paper and furniture all turned over, and you see Clarence Bartleby standing in the middle of this lounge area, turning towards you. What's the action? What is everyone going to do?
Lou, it's here. Pop, 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 pop.
Cool. I'm assuming you've got your flame rounds, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we were going after the flames. I would have, they're kindred.
Yeah.
I'm going to need, yeah.
Yep. No, that's cool. All right, so...
Can't wait until you run out of those.
Sorry? I have 2 clips and I have not used any yet. I have not used a single flame round yet. This is the first flame rounds that I'm using.
Remember when I used 1 bullet?
So, Clarence Bartleby turns around, looks at both of you confused as you see that he was bent down, looking through and sifting through some paper. And before he can respond, pop, pop, pop. Give me a firearms plus dexterity, please. Lou, what are you doing?
Dexterity, not composure?
Yeah, we'll go dexterity because it's like you're trying to quickly.
Okay.
Blood surge.
Well, I don't have a gun with flame rounds. I'm just gonna watch and wait and see what happens, and then interact if I need to.
Yes!
I will mention as well, Clarence is on his own.
Right as he didn't ward his house.
Three.
Reroll.
Yep. How many can I
Do another
reroll? 3?
10, that's a crit.
Sorry, reroll 2.
2. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and how much did you get? You got 4.
Yep.
And the modifier on gun, on a rifle, is that +2, is it, Aaron?
It'd be +3.
Plus
2 is a
3.
pistol.
Okay, so it's cool. All right, so you get a good shot at Clarence as he starts to smolder and burn and goes down to one knee. The ground shakes as his rotund body gets these flame rounds sent into it, and he can barely react against you. He's clearly prone and in pain right now. So, Lou, Jack, what do you do next?
I'm gonna activate prowess and try to just beat him in the torpor now. He's down.
Okay.
If Lou is gonna be jumping into my line of sight, then I can't shoot again, can I?
No. Oh, you can, but you might run the risk of hitting him.
Yeah, no, not with flame rounds. I don't want to.
Okay. Give me a strength plus brawl, please, Lou. Jack, what are you doing as you see Lou in the corner of your eye?
Are we rousing for that?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna go for a hit with my hammer arm.
Okay.
Damn. What are you complaining about
Plus
rolling?
brawl.
See? You're rolling
Strength
really
plus
well.
brawl, please.
And I get a +1 for my specialty.
Yes, you do.
You can reroll 3 of this, by the way, if you want.
Yes!
See?
Yeah, do you want to willpower reroll any of that, Z?
Most
I mean,
of
can I
your
reroll?
fails are in the normal dice, so you can reroll 3.
Oh, hell yeah, then.
Damn, double 6s, boys.
Yeah.
So how much is that? Oh, double 6s. Oh, damn. Okay. What's he gonna do? He is going to, Jack.
Fucking
can
die.
You, yeah. Jack, can you give me a stamina plus composure, please?
And can I willpower any of that?
Yes, you can. Oh, what? You can willpower 2 of them if you want.
Yep.
So it's so nice
fuck.
being able to know what they mean. The dice rolls. Fuck. It's unfortunate. You win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
Oh, how much did you get?
2.
2. Okay.
Sounded like a meaty roll on his behalf.
You're not allowed to make sounds like that. You just need to cut the roll and not tell us.
It was involuntary. That's how bad it was.
Oh, damn. Okay. So this is what happens. Lou, you tackle this guy down. Well, actually, Lou, you come in from the side and tackle this guy down. Well, punch this guy right in the face. You feel his bones crunch under your fist as cartilage just breaks. And then he gets wiped up by Jack with his hammer arm. But Jack, as you do, you feel your vitae leave your body as your veins.
That reaction was nice.
As your veins tighten and as your veins tighten and you feel the vitae coursing through you almost like steel wire, and you go into torpor, taking 5 hunger.
Yeah.
But with that last gasp, Clarence Bartleby is in torpor as well.
Nice.
Fuck.
Damn, Jack and Lou should have worked together fucking earlier. We fucked shit up, man.
Whose fault was that, Jack?
You're standing there with your fist still out, where Jack just falls over, and you hear a loud bang behind you as he falls over.
So there's no blood left in this person? They just did the vitae theft on him? He's in torpor though. So I know Jack has that knife. Can I
He's in torpor.
cut the guy and put his hand on his mouth? Or
What generation are you, Jack?
Ooh. I
DM
am...
worth thing.
Yeah, I'll...
Actually, do you want to DM it to me?
I'll DM you. Which...
Yeah, you
where do
have
I
to have
find
your
that?
bloody secrets.
In the core.
Should be on the front page.
Yeah. Cool.
Front page right at the top.
Where are you, Chris?
If you've got it written.
There. Yeah, I've got it.
Oh. Okay. You cut, you grab Jack's knife and you cut Clarence Bartleby's hand and you squeeze give me a strength plus resolve, please, as you try to squeeze the vitae into Jack's mouth.
alright, I'll be rousing. Strength plus resolve?
Yeah.
Or...
Yeah, you're able to you hear the crunch of Clarence Bartleby's hand as you're breaking it in order to push this blood out, but you're able to get a few drops and trickles out into Jack's mouth. Now, Jack, you taste the vitae on your lips And as you do, you need to make me a hunger frenzy check. Difficulty 3. Well, actually, give me 1 second. It might be more than that if you're...
So we're not going to be working together right in a minute here.
Just get ready to throw Bartleby's corpse at him so he can just like drain it dry.
Well, it's already been drained.
Difficulty 4.
It's already been drained.
Bartleby's?
Oh shit! Hang on, I did the wrong thing.
No,
that's why he broke his hand getting drops of vitae out of it.
No, it's just because Kindred Vitae is strong. Damn. Okay. So you see Jack tense up for a moment as his eyes shoot open, but Jack just calms himself and starts to imbibe and take the vitae. How much vitae are you taking from this torpor, Kindred?
How much can I take without diablerizing? 2?
4.
And he is
4.
He's Sabat. He's Sabat, Kieran. Nobody would mind.
I mean, nobody cares if you diablerize him.
I suspect that Lou may care.
I definitely would care if you diablerize him. I'm acting. Just
And
don't worry.
Lou has just saved my life. I would recognize that I've just gone into torpor and Lou's just saved my ass, right?
Yeah.
Like, because the Kindred are sort of aware of what's going on when they're in torpor?
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. So what's going to happen is I feel the beast come up and I feel that instinct to just drain this motherfucker who put me into torpor. And I have that desire to, and Jack remembers how good his previous diablerie felt. But then he recognizes that Lou's there and he realizes that Lou has just saved his life. And so he drinks deeply, but not fully. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now that you've taken a moment, you can hear commotion upstairs of people exclaiming and screaming in fear and horror up above. But you now have a moment with this torpored body of Bartleby here to have
Is
a
there
look at your
furniture in the room?
surroundings. Oh yeah, it's all torn to shreds, all thrown all over the place.
Fantastic. I am getting a broken piece of a wooden chair and sticking it straight through his heart.
Yep, you do so. Lou, as he's doing that, you're going to have a look around the room a little bit, or you're going to like just sort of see where you are. You would have definitely noticed that there's a map of Chicago here with a bunch of X's all around the place, all around Chicago.
I take the map and fold it and take it with me. Or does it matter?
Yeah, you can take it if you want. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a wits investigation, please, or a wits awareness. Your choice.
Yeah. No, not willpowering. I'm almost out.
You can take gag damage.
No, that's Joe's problem today.
Not as bad as you think it is.
No, good.
Jack, so you stake this guy, and when you do, you look up and you see that Lou has packed away this this map that was on the wall.
Anything else that might be useful, you think?
What's awareness from you, please, Jack?
Yeah.
Two. With the 2, it's enough for you to see one of the more obvious things here. You see a picture of Mateo Garcia with a lady in a shattered frame on the ground.
Do I recognize the lady?
No.
Hey, this is that vengeful artist, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
You know who this is with him?
No, I have no idea.
We should probably take this, and I'll take it out of the frame and stash it in a pocket.
You will also notice this as well, Jack, just because I feel like being a prepper of some kind, you've got knowledge on how some things are made. So you're just doing a general sweep of the area before moving on. You will have noticed papers that have different chemicals and formulas on it, and they all look like the ingredients to make explosives.
I went through a bit of a phase with the Anarchist's Cookbook. I recognize some of these. I think they're going to try and blow something up. Elise.
And this is where we cut back to Elise, Ace, and Julie. Now, what's happening right now is almost like the Flash in a speed chase, where Ace is just slightly faster than you, Julie, but you've definitely got an eye on him. You're definitely seeing him. At least you are holding on for dear life when suddenly this roller coaster ride, it doesn't stop per se, but it goes down. As Julie, you see Ace quickly rip a manhole off and zoom down into the sewers.
I'll follow.
Okay. So as you're going through the
sewers.
As you're going through the sewers and following, taking different turns and tunnels. Sorry?
Can I make an attempt to
Slow
stop
down,
him
please.
from
Thank
moving?
you.
Yeah. Can I make an attempt to grapple him into place, digging my heels in and trying to stop him?
Okay. Strength plus athletics. Ace, can you give me a stamina plus athletics, please?
Come on, Elise. I believe in you.
Okay, so grappling is my specialty, and I rouse the blood. So I get
grappling is
You
brawl.
don't even need to.
So
Does that
no.
not count? Is that not a grappling by pulling him down?
Doesn't matter. It's the skill.
Yeah, it's the skill,
associated.
and you're not using brawl right now. You're basically trying to use your
okay.
athletics to try to,
Okay,
gain.
so then I just get a 2. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Are you kidding me? These
he
rolls
rolled a
tonight are
1.
great.
He rolled a 1
Hell
right.
yeah. I'm so excited.
you're able to stop Ace. As you're able to stop Ace. As you're going through tunnels and corners, but eventually you're able to you're able to hook your leg around something and stop Ace as you both kind of fall over within the sewers, your clothes covered in muck and grime. Oh, shit. Oh, no. We'll leave it for now because I didn't do your Toriador Bane. That's fine. That's on me.
What would that be on this one?
It would mean it would be a -2 to your roll.
But even a -2,
But then I still
that
win.
means she gets
I
Even
have
a
a
-2, she
3.
wins.
Oh,
Yeah, she's still
I still have
perfectly
then
fine.
I would have a 3.
Okay. Either way, you both tumble down into the sewage and muck.
Okay.
And Julie, you see this.
Yeah.
Is he still trying to move? Is he still or did he just completely crumble?
He didn't crumble. So the two of you are on the ground right now, and in this moment, Ace is trying to stand back up, and he looks like he's about ready to run. So you've got a moment here to act, the two of you.
I'm gonna hold him down. I'm gonna get on his back. And hold
Julie,
him down.
I think I need to stake him. I think that's our best option.
Stake him.
Yeah.
You
It's
have
not
a
time for this
stake?
conversation. So Ace is going to get up. Julie, give me a strength plus brawl, please. Ace, give me an athletics plus dexterity. Sorry, yeah, athletics plus dexterity. And add your celerity modifier to this, please.
Not even gonna bother because that's not gonna work.
Luckily, so Julie, you start arguing with Elise when suddenly you notice Ace has gotten back up and is starting to move again. You try to tackle him down, but with his fleetness, he's able to dodge out of the way, and you just skid on the ground. But luckily, he doesn't seem to be moving at superhuman speeds at this point, other than to dodge out of the way. Instead, he just walks with purpose forward. Both of you get up. He's walking, doing a power walk of sorts, so not walking very slowly, but he's walking straight ahead.
I'm gonna immediately jump on his back again, just in case he does speed up. I'm like, Julie, I don't know what to do in this situation. I'm gonna need some guidance here. He's clearly on a mission. Do we follow him? Do we stop him? Like, what's the answer here?
Chris.
Yep.
To stake someone, you need a stake.
Yeah.
You can't stake someone with a bladed weapon.
It needs to be wood.
You could.
But we're in a sewer. There's gotta be wood here.
Pretty sure you
Does
can
it not
use
have to
I'm
be
pretty sure
wood?
you can use a blade. I'm pretty sure it doesn't have to be wood. I just need to double check that.
Getting my kindred, my VTM lore mixed up
why would
with
it have to
vampire
be
lore.
wood? I don't
I
think it
don't
would have to be
remember.
wood.
I think that's a holdover from other vampire stuff that I'm obsessed with.
That's a
Okay.
folkloric
together.
bane.
Before you make that
stuff.
decision, I'm going to say you definitely can use your sword to stake him. It will hurt him, but you can do that. But before you can make that decision, both of you hear muttering in the direction that Ace is walking to. It's just, they're all gonna pay. They're all gonna fucking pay for what they've done. They're all gonna pay, and it echoes throughout the sewers.
Can I recognize the voice?
Fortunately not.
Can I do sense the unseen?
No, because there's nothing that you would see.
Okay. Hello?
I'm just gonna stake him.
Okay.
Well, I think Elise is on his back right now, so
That's fine. I'm still gonna attempt
you're
to
gonna
just
stab
fucking...
through Elise?
No, I mean he
Are you
has
gonna-
two sides. She's not.
Okay, so
she's
you're
not
gonna go in front of
enveloping
him.
him.
Okay, you're gonna go in front of him. Okay.
Yeah.
So as you go in front of him, you start to rear back to go to stake him. When you look to your left side, and you can see a area in here where you see Mateo Garcia pacing back and forth, his back behind you. And he's the one that is muttering in here that they're all gonna pay. They're all gonna pay.
That's fine. I'm still gonna stake Ace.
Okay. Give me a what's the roll? Yes, strength plus melee minus
I was
2 because it's a cold
so-
shot.
I was so worried you were gonna ask for me to fucking use brawl again, which I
No,
was
yeah, I almost did. But then I remembered you're using a weapon. Minus 2 because it's a cold shot.
minus
And you have
1
to-
because I've got a modifier for knives. That makes sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Two. You pierce through Ace's flesh. You feel his cartilage start to start to move as you slide the blade through, but you're unfortunately not able to pierce through the ribcage at this stage.
I'm gonna grab it when I see that he's struggling, and I'm gonna help him as he's pushing. I'm gonna pull it in.
Hey, Joe?
I'm assuming they removed my buddy armor way before any of this happened.
Yeah, you were on a table. Yeah, you're fine.
Julie had to examine
on a
you.
table.
I had to examine you. You weren't wearing clothes. I'm sorry. You're naked right now.
You're naked right now.
I'm sorry, Ace.
You're naked and I'm on your back.
I imagine
You've got some tidy whities on. That's it.
There you go. That's it.
Hospital gown with the butt flap open.
Come on.
Okay.
Fucking doctor.
With that,
Y'all some weirdos. That's all I gotta say about that.
Elise, you grab the hilt and you push it further in, and you actually feel the blade poke through his body, but Ace falls over in torpor. But
At that point,
Mateo Garcia will have heard this fucking commotion, turned around,
Fine.
and he sees the two of you. You see he's holding something in his hands. He looks disheveled. He looks like a mess, and he's looking at both of you, his eyes darting between the two of you.
I'm a blink and I'm a stab him in the face.
Strength plus melee.
and a rise for blink.
I'm gonna rouse for blink.
Stab him in the face.
Five successes. Yes.
5.
We're doing so well today.
We saved up all our good rolls for this session.
So,
Can I be a bit more specific about where I'm stabbing him? Because I was joking about the face.
yeah. Okay, go ahead.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna blink towards him, without, being too specific. Can I see what he's holding? What's I'm blinking or no?
Not in this quick set. Like if you're gonna just attack him straight away, no. You'll see it after you attack him, but not before you attack him. Definitely not.
I'm a stab his hand then, the hand that's holding it. That's specifically
Well,
where
I'm
I'm
actually
gonna
going to need you to re-roll that then, sorry. Because you need to take a... If you're choosing a specific
stab
body
him,
part,
bro.
you need to take a -2. I probably should have done that with when
Okay,
you said that you
I'm just going to stab him in general then.
Okay. So,
I didn't realize that was a thing.
you rush up and you, in a blink of an eye, Elise, you see, as Ace falls to the ground, you see Julie run up and stab Mateo as he backs away, clutching at his at the wound that is formed. What are the two of you doing? You would have noticed by now, Julie, that it's a trigger that's in his hand.
How far away is he?
I'm going to fleetness and disarm
30
him.
feet. 30 feet. He's 30 feet away from you.
Okay.
$30 feet is the maximum distance for a blink, or what was it?
Look, I don't know distances, man. It doesn't matter. Close enough for you to run to him in a fucking turn, all right?
No, I'm just
Okay.
I was just asking for.
We're not playing D&D here. We don't need specifics on the exact layout. Theater of the mind. Come on.
Just throwing it out there. 30 feet, 6 squares in D&D. Most creatures can cover that in a turn.
It's not 30 feet,
That's why
it's
I
30
chose it.
meters.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking
meters.
god. Jesus.
All right, 30 meters. Huh? How many feet is that?
I'm gonna rush over and
It's 100 feet.
grab his hand so that he can't push a button.
I mean, I can assist her with that, because that's what I was going to do as well.
Okay. Give me a strength plus parole, please, Elise, +2, because you get a plus. Wait, So actually,
Plus,
just a normal
plus 1
strength
for
brawl.
grappling, plus 1 for assist.
No, it would just be a normal strength plus brawl because you get a -2 because you're in a disgusting environment. So it will be a
Oh, yes.
normal plus.
It's true, it's
whatever. Yeah.
I roused, so I get 2.
2.
Yeah.
Plus 2. Hell yeah.
You're able
Didn't
to
even need it.
grapple his thumb as you you grapple his hand as you've stopped him from doing anything in terms of pushing this button, whatever this button might be. Now give me
Julie!
one.
Take him.
Give me
I think you're gonna
one
have to take this one,
second.
Chief.
If I let go of his hand, he's gonna push the button.
Just fucking cut his hand off.
I don't have anything. I don't have any weapon on me at all.
Okay. He's going to try to throw you off, Elise. So just give me a strength plus brawl again, please. -2.
Just a I guess, mechanics question. Would Mateo also be getting -2s?
You know what? Yes. That is true. He will be. I am re-rolling this. Cool. He tries to shake you off, and he just says, "You will not take my vengeance, you fucking bitch! I'll burn it all down! I will burn it all down!"
Well, you're not burning anything down right now, Mateo. And I'm gonna attempt to get the trigger out of his hand.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Without
you're
pushing
able
the
to do. You're able to do that. Julie, you've still got your knife in this guy. What are you gonna do? The trigger has been removed from his hand.
What's in the room around me?
It's pretty much just like a little sewer area with like a pipe that is pumping out a slow trickle of water. There's not really anything around you. It's just like a brick small alcove area.
I'm gonna keep stabbing him. I don't know. I feel like that's the only thing I can do at this
Strength plus
point.
melee.
Chris, does lethal body do anything to kindred, or is it just mortals? It's potence 1. It only says that it's
non-half
serious
superficial.
Yeah, non-half superficial, because normally it's half superficial for kindred.
I need to just immobilize him somehow.
Yeah, so when it's my turn, then I'm just going to do a roundhouse kick to his face using
Okay,
my
give me a strength
lethal
plus
body.
brawl. And you don't get a +1 because this isn't a grapple. It's a -2 as
Yeah.
well.
Since I want to use lethal body, how does that work? I've never actually used that before, I don't think.
I don't think it's a rouse. It's a
It's
passive.
not rouse, it's free. It's passive, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. So
So you just roll a
do-
normal attack. You don't gain any extra dice. It's just on the
And you
damage
said it was
phase. You'll
strength,
take non-half damage.
strength plus brawl, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But I don't get the plus. I get a -2. Okay.
Mm-hmm. If you want to counteract that, you need to rouse. Oof.
Oh,
You can reroll. You can reroll 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna reroll 2.
2.
We both
What
rolled
did you
the
get?
exact same
You got
roll.
Two.
Both got
Um,
2.
Okay. So, you're able to stab him again, Julie, as he tries to like duck out of the way. But as he does, he's met with a roundhouse kick as he falls back, clearly injured, and he's on his back. And he's on the ground now, sort of backing away, looking at the two of you, snarling as his fangs are out.
Is there anything around me that I can use as a weapon to stake him with? Is there any
Unfortunately,
broken
not.
wood or
No, not in
metal
this
bars?
Not in this area. No, not in this specific area. No.
Do I have anything?
What about my heel of my boots?
You could try. Yeah.
I can try it because he's laying on the ground now, right? He's prone, right? Technically, I could just like stomp right on his heart with my heel.
Yeah.
I can feed him some cocaine.
Yeah, feed him some cocaine. All right.
I'm gonna do that. So it's another brawl situation, but
Yeah,
minus
strength
2
plus
still,
brawl,
right?
-2. Yep. Julie, what are you doing? Is this is he's
I'm
down?
gonna keep stabbing him, dude.
Okay.
Wow.
I can
Fucking
reroll
wow.
in a second.
You can reroll 2.
Not going so well now. Now without my specialty of grappling, I'm screwed.
I rolled the same again.
Okay.
You guys are getting
Fun.
hungry. You're gonna
Yeah,
Diablerize him in a sec.
I mean, okay. Oh my god, I forgot I get a +2 against Sabat.
Oh shit! Yeah.
just add 2 to that. So
You'll just have to reroll all of that.
Too.
You just you'll
do
just
a
have to
willpower
reroll
reroll
all
with
of it.
2.
Okay.
Like you guys are
Oh,
playing
fuck off.
Operation right now.
This is what we get for talking about how good our rolls were tonight.
Chris is
You guys
enjoying this so
jinxed
much.
No, I'm not. I
Jinxed
fucking
it
hate
so
this.
bad.
All right. So, what happens is we're going to cut away from this scene for now.
What a mess.
As we go back over to Ace, you feel you're standing at the altar, Ace, with the bride in front of you, veil still over your face. You made your decision, correct? I believe it was Bruja.
You're right.
Well, I believe a decision has been made. Reveal your bride and seal the ceremony.
Sounds like he's about to mac on creatures.
Ace really hopes not, and he says in his head, as he reaches out closer and closer, he feels the weight of the world on his shoulders. Slowly reveals who's behind the veil.
You pull the veil, your vision blurs as you see images just fly past you in quick succession. It's hard for you to decipher, hard for you to see, hard for you to understand what is happening, but it's like you are being flung through multiple times, multiple places, all at once as you are floating in the ether, in the nothing, in the nowhere. Now, Ace's hand twitches as he's in torpor. It reaches up, grabs the sword, pulls it from his heart, drops the blade, and as the two of you are fighting against Mateo, this force comes behind you as you see Ace lunge at Mateo. Ace.
Ace?
Ace. Can you give me, I need to load my plan up, just give me 1 second. Okay. Are you able to give me a strength plus resolve, please?
Looks like somebody's becoming a Toreador instead.
A sexy Joe. Sexy Ace.
Give me 1 second. Oh, by the way, why have you got... you should probably get rid of some of your hunger, by the way, because you're being fed.
I sure hope so.
Yeah, get rid of the 2 hunger.
Yeah, Aaron fed you.
I'm going to say you can re-roll 2 of those dice if you want. Yeah, re-roll 2 of the dice. Oh, well.
You just did the same roll again.
You did the exact same roll.
I got 2, baby.
Willpower 2. Willpower 2.
You said 2, right?
Cool. All right.
Pretty good.
Both of you watch as in a quick fashion. Well, actually, you need to give me another roll, please, Ace. Can you give me a humanity plus your blood potency level?
I did.
Okay.
It's pretty normal.
What is that?
It's humanity. He's at humanity 7.
Both of you see this happening. You both see Ace as he is bitten into Mateo and he starts drinking the vitae from Mateo. You want to act, but you can't move.
What?
Forced to be witness to what is happening right now.
Just to be contrarian, Julie closes his eyes.
Ace, you lose a humanity.
Like a stain, or
just you lose a humanity.
I know.
Oh, stain, just straight. You don't get to do a remorse roll.
But you get 5 XP.
He really rolled 9.
I should have drained Mateo, man.
Mateo rolled 9, Chris.
But Mateo's not a human.
Oh, is it the difference? Does he get the? Is that how it works?
It's the margin. It's the margin. Yeah,
it's the
difference.
I decided not to roll for Mateo just because I was like, 10. He's not going to beat that. But yeah, okay, I will if it's going to be the difference.
Mm-hmm.
So is it just 5 per the 5 per the
5 per the
margin?
Difference? Yep.
Oh, you might be getting some meaty experience, Joe.
That's why Diablerie is great, dude.
Yep.
Oh my God,
you didn't Diablerize him? I'm
Yeah.
so jealous.
That's why you lost to humanity, friend.
How do I get that back?
Okay, so just give me 2 seconds.
so
I just need to find the appropriate roll here.
I'm an automaton.
It's his blood potency plus his resolve.
Yeah, I just
Mateo?
blood potency is 1. Resolve is.
You're gonna have
I think that's the roll.
purple aura now.
That does sound right.
Everyone's gonna know that you Diablerize
Ethan probably
somebody.
knows more than me though. I'll have a check.
You're gonna hate me, dude. I mean, everyone hates me already, but it's gonna be like.
Okay. Oh my God, Joe. Joe.
Wait, okay, Chris, I gotta know. Did you know that Ace was gonna Diablerize somebody tonight?
I'll talk to you about this after the session, but just give me 1 second.
That means yes.
I was right. Resolve plus
You
blood
take-
potency.
You take 35 experience if this is true.
Holy fuck!
If this is...
It is.
That does
It
not...
is true.
Fuck,
It is.
it is true.
It is.
All right, you get
It's the
35
margin.
experience points.
It's the fucking margin, dude. It's insane.
Oh, wait. It's
he just
five...
rolled really well.
Yeah, okay. All right. Thank you, Ethan. Thank you for the clarification. Okay, thank God. So
per success.
5...
Is it not?
Wait, 5
Well,
per
Ace,
success?
you got your wish.
Wait,
How
so
was
does
it?
that...
5 per success,
hang on.
that means
It's definitely
Can
5
we-
by the margin.
Can we get
Ethan.
some clarification in... wait, all right, I'm going to have to look this up because apparently it's in the errata, which is not in the core book, so I have to, dig for it.
Wait,
Every success rolled on the humanity plus blood potency roll gives them 5 experience to immediately spend.
yeah, so 50. Because he got 10.
Yeah, all right.
I swear it was
Taking
the
a-
difference. Where did I
wait.
think it was the difference?
Well, yeah, taking a pause here at the moment for the game because this is vitally important to get this right.
I didn't even choose.
You have to immediately spend the XP. By the way, you have to spend it now. You can't save it for something. You have to spend it.
We'll do that at the end of the game. By end of the
Well,
session.
yes, 72 total XP.
No.
Which
you
is
you spend 50. You don't add it to your current XP. You have to spend the 50 on its own.
Oh well, okay. It's not like it's a bad thing.
And
Okay.
another clarification is you can only spend it on increasing your blood potency, or on disciplines that are known by the victim.
I don't know. According to this wording, I think it'll be 5 times the amount of successes, so that's 10. So
Yeah,
it'll be
50.
50.
Yeah.
I believe if I'm reading this correctly, this is what's happening right now.
Ethan
I
can
was
see the roll.
I was sure it was the difference, but obviously I'm wrong. I'm thinking of something else.
What does the critical hit do?
Yeah,
Well,
Ethan
this
says
one-
it's 50.
Nothing. It does nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It
He's gonna
gives
get
you more
50
success.
means you
experience
rolled a
points right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Ethan.
He's gonna get
To spend.
50 XP right now.
Yeah, to spend. He has to spend it now.
How much?
Like
does it cost to
obviously we
boost
can do it
potency?
at the end of the game, but you can't spend 72 XP. You have to spend 50, and then the remainder on whatever you want.
I'm
I
so
put
jealous
plus
of you right
50.
now. I'm
Put
so
total
jealous of
experience.
you right now.
Plus 50.
Just plus Chris has to give you a list of the guy's disciplines. But I mean, he's a Toreador. He's probably
We
just
can
got the
do
Toreador
that after
thing.
the game.
There's your 5th god in celerity, Joe.
Yeah, there you go. Broke the game.
We'll continue. So,
Nice one, Chris.
Would I need any of these abilities right now?
Technically,
That
yes,
doesn't-
but we'll say no.
meta at this point.
We'll do it after, yeah. Game's basically almost over right now.
But the two of you see Ace as he's sitting over Mateo, as Mateo begins to crumble before him. He has just diablerized him, making his choice. And although he did diablerize the Toreador, well, his choice is what matters.
It's
And
the-
in your
the
blood,
Chris
Ace,
cinematic universe.
you feel that you've chosen the path of the philosopher, the path of the anarchist, the path of the Bruja. But at what cost? As you gain your senses back from experiencing that strange world, you find yourself here before Mateo, knowing that you've done the unthinkable. You've consumed this man's soul. And that is where we're going to leave today's messy session. Very messy session.
Before the storyteller says that, Ace turns around and looks at Elise and Dr. Lafitte. It's really, there's no turning
Lafitte.
back now.
And that's where the camera fades Ace finally getting the power that he so desperately wanted and desired. But at what cost? Not only to his own humanity, but to the union he has tied himself with and sealed with the marriage of blood. And that's where we're going to end today's very messy session. Thank you so much for joining and dealing through that.
I didn't expect any of this.
Fuck's sake.
I am. Wow.
So, before we wrap things up, let's all do one final run around and say your things. We'll start with ZZ Raider. Go ahead.
Zerator, I stream on Twitch. You can find me there and follow me if you wish.
I'm
Joe.
Oh, Joe, are we going out of order today?
No, I was
Power's already going through his head.
helping.
Oh, okay.
I was helping with Z. I was helping Z.
Oh, good. I am Kieran, aka Caradenzero. I stream at twitch.tv/Caradenzero on Mondays and Fridays.
I am Rachel, or at Sweetbee. You can follow me pretty much anywhere with that tag, that username. And yeah, follow me if you want to see what I'm up to.
Hey LARPers, it is I, Joe Jotaro, pro gamer extraordinaire. You can catch me on Tuesdays, Fridays with Zerator, and Sundays/Mondays on my streams on my channel.
Hi guys. Name's Aaron. I'm sweating a lot right now. I don't know why. This was a very intense session. Obviously I stream here and I stream this. As it comes into the summer, I might throw out a wee schedule for streaming. Maybe not. We'll see. Thanks for being here, guys.
And I am your storyteller, unemployed writer, storyteller, railroader, whatever you want to call me.
The birthday boy is what I want to call you.
The birthday boy.
Happy birthday, Chris.
Happy birthday, Chris!
Chris's
Hey, Chris,
birthday!
check Steam.
You broke
check
your
Secret.
game on your birthday.
Yeah.
You did, but it's through my own choices, so I've got no one else to blame. So, all right. Let's see where things are going to happen moving forward. I'm interested to see how this is all going to shake out. As I said, we're making our way to the end. We're in the final third of this particular chapter. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. 2 of the flames have been taken down. 2 of the flames are down. One permanently, the other one in torpor. But without further ado, I don't know when we're coming back for another one of these games. I know an assumed date, but I'll talk with the players afterwards to see if that works. But yeah, just pay attention to the social media, Roleplay Nights and all that, PLAYE, Roleplay Nights. And yeah, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks, friends. See you,
You know
next
what it
time.
is, LARPers.
Bye. See you next time.